Well, hello, it is Mr. J, and we are doing another live stream. I can already see that we have many viewers in the chat, so thanks for tuning in, everyone. This live stream is actually going to be for this model right here, which I'll show you on screen. This is a Typhoon Class Submarine. It was a Russian submarine that was primarily used in the Cold War, I believe, from like the late 1970s all the way up to 2023. I believe the last one was decommissioned. But anyways, as far as the model goes, it's not actually a Lego model. It is this guy right here. Let me switch to this screen. This is a LETBRICKS model. So what this is I actually designed this sub probably a little bit less than a year ago. And LETBRICKS actually decided to take it and mass produce it as an actual set. And the quality so far looks fantastic. LETBRICKS did this in collaboration with Mocsage. And they produced, I believe, just over 1,000 of these, something around that. And they were kind enough to send me one of these. And we get to build it live on stream and do a review of it and check it out. I mean, look at the box. Pretty sweet. It was damaged in shipping, unfortunately, but this is like pro quality, pretty much just close to a Lego set as you can get. Now, speaking of the sub, I did want to show you this. So this is the Lego version that I made, like I said, just about a year ago. And obviously everything worked out well. It's a very solid model, and I'm anxious to see how this one compares to the Lego version. But from what I've seen so far, I'm pretty confident it's going to be just as good. So I will show you some more close-ups in a minute here, because I do want to go over a couple things for the stream before we get started. First off, let me start by saying big thanks to LETBRICKS and Mocsage for sending this over and making the stream happen. Okay, first up, let's go through camera scenes. Oh, we already got some people in chat. William Von Ashton, how's it going? Cows Go Moo, great name, love the name. Didn't expect to be early, welcome to the show. Doomy Cow, hi. Luigi Cassell, hi Mr. J. Luigi from Buenos Aires, nice, thanks for tuning in. Doomy Cow, ooh, looks good. Liam Harms, that's sick. That's really good quality for fake Lego. Yeah, so far I've been extremely impressed, and I'm going to go through more of that in a minute here. So first up, just want to go through the camera angles really quick. We have this main one as usual. I had this in the overhead shot. I did switch the overhead shot to a webcam. Not the greatest quality, but the webcam or the overhead shot was never the most popular, so I've actually kind of moved my cameras around. We had this one that we went over, which is myself and the model. We got this guy. Hey, how you doing? So this is if I want to look at my do something on my computer screen. I can look at my computer screen and talk to you guys at the same time. And if you look over there in the background, there's a sweet mega yacht. Just going to go ahead and say that. Here's the full overhead shot. We have this. This is the camera I'm most excited about right here. So let me switch to this guy. This camera is now a fully mobile camera, and it's fully wireless. So technically, I could walk around the studio with this thing if I wanted to. The only problem is I don't have a mobile mic yet, so I'm in the process of setting that up. But this is probably going to be the main camera we're going to use for this build, because we can set it right there to see the full build scene and everything. So pretty pumped about that. What else we got? That's it for camera angles. Doomy Cow says, this is so weird that I can see the chat on your screen. Yes, so that was the next thing I want to talk about. Trying something new. I've changed my setup a little bit to include chat. So it should now show messages from Facebook and YouTube, because I'm streaming to both YouTube and Facebook. So this way everyone can see the messages together. I am streaming on TikTok too, although there's never that much interaction on TikTok, but might as well, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the new setup. Like I said, the scenes are changed a little bit to accommodate the chat. I'd be interested to know if you guys like that, or if you just want me to go back to the way I had it before where it doesn't show chat. What else? Oh, yes. If I sound a little weird, a little stuffy, it's because I am just on the tail end of a cold. Little phlegmy, apologize about that, but got my trusty halls, so that should be good. And lastly, as usual, during the stream, I have prepared several questions to ask you guys to kind of keep the chat moving and stuff like that. And in fact, let's ask the first question right now before we get into this model. First question being something real simple. Where is everyone from? Where's everyone tuning in from tonight? Who was it that said they're from Buenos Aires? Where was that? I missed it. Someone said they're from Buenos Aires, but thank you for tuning in. Oh, Luigi Casal, welcome. Where's everyone else tuning in from? So let's take a look at this model. So let's switch. We'll move this. So first up, check out this. This is the instruction booklet. It's like totally pro. I mean, look at this. Can you guys see this? Move that there. Like this is like an actual Lego instruction book. Super high quality. Like they went through some work to make this as pro as possible. Very cool. We also got actual sticker sheet, just like a Lego set. Again, these look high quality. And the coolest part, numbered bags. So if I switch to this screen here, this is the first big bag, and it looks like there's multiple bags inside of it. And then there's 7 more bags right there with more pieces in it. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into this. So let's dump these out. Let's go with that guy. You guys like that shot right there? Let me know if that one works for you. Okay. So there's bag number 1. Oh, look, the bags inside are actually number 2. That's sweet. That's cool, man. Okay, so we got, there's 4, 5, that's 2, 7, 3. Bear with me here, guys, while I get this organized. There's 1, so that's what we're starting with. And then looks like, look at this brick separator. That's pretty cool. Focusing? There we go. Okay, cool. Gonna set all these miscellaneous parts off to the side for now. Put you guys over there. These look like the big pieces. Let me catch up on chat here. Want to open this first bag. Yep, come on. Come on. Nice. Cool. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna throw that out yet, just in case there's some pizzas hiding there. You know how that goes. Set that over there. All right, catching up with chat here. We got, is it called the Red October by any chance? This is from Cows Go Moo. Negative. Technically, the Red October was a Typhoon submarine, but that one was slightly modified. It had 26 missile bays. The actual Typhoon in real life only has 10. Sorry, 20, I mean. So the Red October, which is an awesome movie, by the way, and also an awesome submarine, it is slightly different. Luigi says, love your yacht. William Von Ashen, Urbana, Ohio, USA. Welcome. Doomy Cow from New England. Nice, cool. Colin Walker, I'm from the UK. Awesome. Nice to have some UK viewers in here. VIP Toj, not sure if that's how you say it. Any updates on when the super yacht instructions will be available for sale? I'm going to say probably a week to 2 weeks. It's very tedious. I got to fix up some stuff in the first couple sections, but it's pretty much ready. I'm going to say 1 to 2 weeks. And the Netherlands, nice, from Liam, East Central Wisconsin, from Cows Go Moo. Lark Fan 49, hi Mr. J, just completed building your 24-piece luxury yacht, your 24,000-piece luxury yacht. Cool. Don't think I have one that's 24,000. I have one that's 16,000, and then the new one, which is 48,000. So let me know which one you're talking about if you don't mind. Liam Harm says that's really specific. Doomy Cow says for real. Lark Fan 49 is from Montreal. And Doomy Cow says, where do you buy this? Because you might want to buy it too. Great news. There's actually a link in the description of this video. You can buy it right from the website. Please do that, actually, because it is an affiliate link, so that helps me out a little bit as well. Luigi says, those beams didn't sound like Lego ones, isn't they? I don't know, to be honest. I'm not... This set's not Lego. I'm not sure what your question is, to be honest. Guys, go meet. I mean, all of the Eastern Shoreline is on Michigan, so it helps. I like the movie and the book. The book also didn't have Sean Connery. That is true. It's your game of chess. You know what? I feel like Sean Connery was probably like, why is there an S in the word lisp? Just throwing that out there. Dan Alwayne, sorry if I'm saying that name wrong, is from Davenport, Florida. Liam Harm says, no clue about the topography of US, so I believe you. Now that we're caught up on chat, let's get building. So, we got quite a few viewers already. 18 viewers. This is great. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. This is awesome. So, we're going to... This angle working for you guys? Let me know, because I can change it if it's not. There's this one too, right? There's this one. So, I would ask, if You guys prefer this one or the overhead one or the mobile cam one? Okay, so leave that piece and these bottles. All right, we are actually building this thing. Sweet deal. That's gonna go like so. Okay. Luigi says, no, this is not Lego. The ones you moved to your left. Oh, the one I moved to my left, that one's legit Lego, yes. If that is your question. How long do you think this will take you? I'll be honest with you guys. If I was just building it myself, not streaming, probably 4 to 5 hours, I would assume. Streaming obviously takes a little bit more time because we're talking and interacting, and I think it's more about the interaction stuff. I try to build quickly on stream, but it's a little tough sometimes because you're talking at the same time. But I love talking to you guys, so it works out well. This guy here. Okay, Lark Fan clarified. He says, sorry, the 16,000 piece one. Nice, thanks for building that. I actually tore mine apart to use it for the parts for the new mega yacht, which we could just take a really quick look at right now. I have it over there on my table. This is a beast. She's big. Still needs a couple more minor changes, but we're getting there. Let's see. Top-down view is nice. All right. DJ says top-down view is nice, so we'll stick with this for a little bit. Liam Harm says, never watched someone live stream a Lego build. I'm excited. Well, I hope to keep it exciting for you, my friend. You guys want the instructions in the shot? Maybe I can kind of get them in there for you a little bit. Contrast is a little crappy, but that's all right. But now we're building a bunch of these little dudes. I'm excited that you guys are tuning in. Thanks a lot, everybody. It's pretty cool. I haven't done a live stream in a while, and it's nice. I'm glad. I want to do it more. It's just finding time's a little tough, and also, you know, you got to go through the time of getting the parts together for the model. This one's actually quite handy because they send me the model and it's already numbered bags. It really speeds up the process a lot. Doomy Cow says she's beautiful. Thank you, Doomy Cow. Your name is beautiful. Just got to do 5 of these guys. All right, now that we know where everyone is from, why don't we go to the next question that I have for everyone? This one's a pretty straightforward, easy question. We're going to start real easy and slow. What is your favorite color? What's your favorite color? I know it's a really simple question, nothing crazy, but let us know what your favorite color is. Mine is red and purple. Love red and purple. I'm sure you guys might have noticed that from my backgrounds and my logos and stuff like that. Okay, so that's there. This one is here. Huh? Just right. There. There. And look at this. So this is what's cool about these instructions. They give you multiple views to kind of show you what's up. I'm going to do this one actually. So they give you the 3D view, and then they actually give you a top-down view, so you're making sure that you're not missing anything. Like, that's pretty pro. I'm pretty impressed. Liam Harm says, will you compare the big yacht to a car? I thought you mentioned that in a video. I will. So I'm actually planning on doing a big features video about that yacht. It's going to take me a while to put together. In that one, I was going to compare it next to a car. Liam Harm says, oh, that I already answered that, or asked that question. William says, if anyone is feeling generous, I wouldn't complain if someone wanted to buy me the instructions and parts for the new mega yacht. Not going to lie, the parts are going to be pretty expensive. It's 47,000 parts, so yeah. William says indigo is his favorite color. Liam Harm says blue/teal, and DJ says black and maroon. Nice, I like those colors. Black and maroon, just like the sub, right? All right, now we're moving on here. I gotta remember that I can actually look at the chat on this screen too, so you're not always looking at the side of my head. I'm gonna try to read the chat from over here, but make no promises on remembering. It's crazy too, because these instructions, I actually made a version of the instructions for them, well, for the model myself, but this is far better than anything I made. Mine was just a digital PDF, so. Liam says, great, looking forward to it. Thank you. I'm looking forward to making it. I just gotta find some time. And I want to get some good footage. I'm actually hiring someone to help me with footage for it. They're going to basically film really pro-looking stuff of the yacht. I'm hoping to send it out to yacht companies. Maybe I could get, a project, find a yacht company to collaborate with. That'd be great. We'll see. Sorry, your name's a little hard to see on the screen. Cows Go Moo says, how well do the bricks fit together? Very good. See if I can get you close up here. Let's go to this guy, and I will show you in person. So let's do that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, we're losing the camera. One sec. Sorry, guys. One sec. Here, I'm just going to hold the camera there. Can you see that? So I'll show you these pieces going on. So you guys can see the quality. Clutch power, very good. Nice and tight. Point like a toiga. So we're just going to keep going with these. Colors are good too. I know some of the off-brand Lego, the colors can get a little iffy. These ones look very good. What I'll do too is at the end of the stream, which won't be this one, this stream's probably going to carry on into tomorrow night. Sorry, the stream's probably going to carry on into tomorrow night. I'm not going to be able to finish it tonight. Anyways, once I'm done this and I finish building it, I plan on comparing it to the Lego version so you guys can actually see it all together. Okay, so once I get these pieces on, I will switch the camera angle back. Wanted to ask you guys too, how is the volume in the mic level? Is everything all good? Try to get it good, but you never know. It's always good to check. All right, let's switch back to that guy. And I'll move this one here. I'm not sure if it's Ogel or Ogel. He says, huge fan of your builds. Currently looking into getting bricks for the UCS Ice Planet one. Probably won't be available with third-party bricks, or is that a possibility in the future? I'm going to say maybe. The problem with that model, which I can show everyone, if everyone wants to see the UCS Deep Freeze Defender, let me know. The problem with that model, though, is that it has a lot of specific pieces and colors that aren't necessarily available to the non-Lego brands. So I really want to, but it might need some considerable modifications to make that possible. So, but you know what? If enough people wanted it, I'm pretty sure they would work with me on that one. The problem is when you make changes to the, like say I have the Lego version, and then I make changes for a non-Lego version based on what pieces they have in certain colors. Sometimes you might need to make big changes, which could actually change the internal structure, and it could even change the instructions. So I will see. Let me know. William says, sound is good. Nice, good to know. Ogel or Ogel, sorry again, says, please show. Let's take a look at it. So the model he is talking about is this guy right there. That is my my version of a UCS Deep Freeze Defender, which is one of my favorite sets from when I was a kid. The original had like 300 or 400 parts. This one's got over 6,000, if you include the stand. Full interior and everything, fully minifig scale. Pretty cool. I will eventually make a video on that one. I just haven't got around to it yet, unfortunately. There's a lot I want to do. It's just finding the time for stuff is very tough. Okay, let's go back to here. Hope I'm not rambling too much. Doomy Cow says, how do I donate? You know, I haven't actually really looked into getting donations yet. I don't know yet how you do that. I appreciate you thinking about that, though. Probably something I should consider. I just feel weird, you know, being like, hey, you don't donate the money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that guy, but I probably should set that up. Ogel says, hard G is correct. It's just Lego backwards. Okay, Ogel. Cool, that's actually pretty sweet. Liam Harm says, next to the bar for typing, I think. Ogel says, try to do it with a German accent. Wait, yeah, super chat, I think is what he's talking about, Liam. And I should look into that eventually. I plan on it. Okay, where are we at? No, I need this guy. Man, whoever designed this did a pretty good job, just saying. Okay. Of course, I'm biased, right? Doomy Cow says, oh yeah, thanks, Liam. Okay, you know what? Time for a better question. Since we're building a sub, we kind of already talked about it a little bit. Totally just spilt water on myself. No, please don't judge. Okay, submarines. What is your favorite submarine movie? For me, it would definitely be what we already said was Hunt for Red October. Love that one. I also really like K-19 and U-571. Those are fantastic movies. Hey, come here. Come here. My dog just came downstairs. Come here. Come here. Well, she's playing shy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here. All right, we got a puppy in the stream now. Let's go. Hey, that one? Yeah, what's up, puppy? Luigi says U-boat. Doomy Cow says, I'm sorry, I actually can't because I don't have my card set up. Hey, no problem, man. You just tuning in and chatting is enough for me. Super Taco says, oh. And Cows Go Moo says, does it come with little missiles? It does, actually. I'm going to sit you down, girl, okay? Bye. Love you. She got me covered in hair. Yep. That's a lot of dog hair. You know, I'll show you this. This little one here. Hold on. So, oh, sorry, I meant to go to this guy. So these are the missiles from the Lego version. That's one of the missiles from the Lego version. It'll focus. Come on, focus. Oh, it's not focusing. There you go. So that's a missile from the Lego version. Eventually, we'll build them for this LETBRICKS version as well. Just throw that back in there. Get on there. William says, do Lego pieces work with the off-brand? Absolutely. They're basically identical in terms of size and pretty dang close in quality. There obviously is a little bit of difference in the plastic. Okay. Oh, my wife's peeking in. Want to come say hi? Want to come wave your hand in front of the camera? No? All right. Bye. Love you. It's okay. She's fine. All right. Where was I? I got a pretty sweet wife. You know you got it made when you can build Lego in the basement in front of a live audience and your wife just comes and says hi. Not too bad. Doomy Cow says, the puppy's so cute. DJ says, hi, cute pup. She is pretty cute. She's a Beagle and Jack Russell mix. And she's a very good dog. Very hyper. Loves to bark. But honestly, other than that, she's a really good dog. She listens very well. She comes when she's called. She's about 10 now, 10 years old. So she's getting up there. But she's a very good dog. We're very fortunate to have her. Okay. Scene's looking good, guys. You liking that? Anybody? Oh, Luigi Cassell asked, Mr. J, where are you from? USA for the accent. Actually, I am from Canada. I am from a small town that's basically about 50 minutes east of Detroit. We're right at the tip of Southern Ontario where I am. And it's okay. It's not a bad town. It's not great, though, either. It's pretty small. I think there's about 43,000 people who live in the town that I'm in. And it's all right. You can get across town in 10 minutes, so you can't really complain about that. What do we got here? Cows Go Moose says there's a movie from the 50s with like Clark Gable or something in it, or Clark Gable in it, someone in it. I'll get the name eventually. Gotcha. Again, I got to remember to look at the chat over here. I'm so used to looking at this screen. I'm going to try to get better at that. Okay. I'm also actually not really used to using physical instructions for the streams because usually I'm doing it on a computer screen. So keep looking over here to look at the instructions, but they're right in front of me. Okay. What I really like about this too is they only give you like 5 or 6 pieces in one step. I'm really happy about that. So that's like so. Here. Reds. Oh man, my dog got dog hair everywhere. So I actually have 2 dogs. I got Belle, that's who just came down here a minute ago, and I have Bentley. Bentley is a Corgi and Border Collie mix, and he's just a shedder, man. He sheds all over the place. Great dog, though. Very loyal, very good dog, but dude, he sheds, man. If you like pick him up, you just like brush so much dog hair off yourself. VIP2 says, any plans on what you'll be designing next, and will it be to top the super yacht? So to answer that question, there's a couple things. I don't know for sure which I'm doing. I want to make a video of this submarine, including this one. So I'm going to be doing a joint video between the two subs. I want to do a video for the UCS Deep Freeze Defender. The next thing I'm actually building is a helicopter for the mega yacht, which parts are already on order. And I'm going to do a live stream of the build for that. But then once I get all that stuff wrapped up, including the video, I actually, like I said before, I want to reach out to yacht companies to see if I can work with them to do a model of one of their ships and maybe hopefully collaborate. And that's my plan anyways. But if I can't secure one of those, or at least while I'm waiting to secure one of those, I think the next build I might actually do is an Arleigh Burke destroyer. Because Les DIY has reached out to me and asked me to do that. They think I'm capable of doing one. I'm pretty confident I can do one as well. So I think that's what I might try next, provided I don't land a job doing one of the yachts for a yacht company. So I know it's a long-winded answer, but it's more complicated. There's a ton of stuff I want to do. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. It's just finding the time is hard. Okay, so Luigi says, in Argentina we haven't Lego stores, so getting sets or pieces is very difficult. Oh man, I hear you there. I'm nowhere near Lego stores. In a store supermarket, if you see a Lego set, it costs 4 times the price in the United or EU or North America. And don't get newest sets, and buying online parts or sets is an option. So I feel you, man. There's nowhere around here for me to get bulk Lego, like for builds. Like, you know how you can go to Lego store and do pick a brick and stuff? Not an option around here for me. I have to order all my parts, and it gets expensive. As anyone who's ordered from Bricklink will know, it can get very expensive. But it is what it is, man, you know? To do the mega yacht, I did a bunch of side jobs to afford it. Like, did, you know, computer builds and stuff like that for people. Cows Go Moose says, oh wait, submarine movies. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I don't think I've seen that one, to be honest with you. So, where are we at? Okay. Here. Man, we're actually moving along pretty good on this one. Oh man, I gotta count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There? Is that right? Sorry, I gotta concentrate for a minute here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're good. Here we go. More dog hair. What else we got? All right, let us go to the next question. Let me focus on not spilling water on myself. On bag 3. Next question. Since we talked about submarine movies, let's step it up a notch and ask the question, what is your favorite war movie? So any movie from any time period, can be about any war or wars or period of war. Basically just what's your favorite war movie in general. I have a couple. For me, if it's about, you know, like wars in the past 100 years, obviously Saving Private Ryan's great. Love Enemy at the Gates. The submarine movies we already mentioned. What else? What other war movie? Oh, I love Band of Brothers, although technically that's not a movie. There's a couple other ones. As far as like old-timey war movies, I love Master and Commander. Oh, I guess it's not really a war movie. I do really like Troy. Troy is one of my favorite movies. Gladiator, again, that's not really a war movie though. I would consider Troy like a war/battle movie though. Benjamin Sarles, welcome to the stream by the way, says 13 Days. Oh yeah, that's a great movie. That's about the Cuban Missile Crisis, isn't it? I gotta watch that again with Kevin Costner. That's a good one. Good call on that one. I need to watch it. We got I'm gonna read over here. William Von Ashton says Brixie gets bulk parts and pieces shipped to his house from multiple places. He might put you in contact with some good places. I would love that. I just don't know if I have enough clout yet or enough recognition to like reach out to Brixie or set that up. I think I still need, oh, you know what? I'm gonna test out this brick separator. Okay, come on. Nice, okay, that works. Kind of. Am I not using this properly? It's possible. Oh, I can just do that. All right. Yeah, like how do I don't want to like email Brixie and just be like, hey, like, you know, hook me up with your guy sort of thing. I don't know how to. Kind of new to all this stuff, and the channel's growing. It's actually growing pretty good, but it's, you know, I'm kind of still learning. I do need to find someone or sources where I can get bricks at a more affordable cost, because they are quite expensive. Like the Mega Yacht, I don't know if I would do another project that big again if I didn't have a way of financially supporting it. That wasn't just out of my own pocket. We got some more people. Oh yeah, see, these are classics right here. Private Ryan, great movie. William says Patton. Benjamin Sarles says When Trumpets Fade, 1917 from DJ and Dunkirk. Yes, both fantastic movies. So yeah, I forgot about these ones. Those are all good. Liam Harms says trying doesn't hurt. You know, you're right. I should just try. And those jumpers, can you do a close-up, are rounded. Yes, they're a little bit different. Here, I'll show you. Let's do this guy. So that's the jumper. Here, let's do it this way. Let's look on. You guys see that? It should focus in a minute. So the jumpers are a little bit different. I don't know why they're different, but they still work the same. And the clutch power's very good. I actually kind of like it. It kind of gives it some character. Oh, there's my hand in the way. But yeah, jumpers are different. I think there's going to be a few parts that are different in this build. Anytime I come across one, I can show you guys a close-up if you want. So let's go back here and switch to overhead. Philip Luking says, oh, I'm not sure if I'm saying your last name right. Is it Luking or Lucking? Anyways, Philip, he says, hi, what's up? How's it going, Philip? Thanks for tuning into the stream. Doomy Cow says, honestly, I don't understand how YouTube works. Like Mr. J can build crazy. Mr. J can build crazy. Thank you. I think I just got to do more stuff, make more content, just get out there. You know, it's a slow burn, but I'm here for the long haul. I'm just going to keep trying to build more stuff and keep growing and get more projects and do what I can, you know. Apocalypse Now from Cows Go Moo. Great call. Morning Vietnam. Forrest Gump. Oh, yeah, I guess Forrest Gump could be considered a war movie. Stuff, and yet he won't get a lot of views. Thank you, Doomy Cow. I do appreciate that. I think they'll come, man. You know what? The channel's growing. Last year at this time, I think it was only at 3,000 subs, and I'm at 7,000 now. So it's growing. It's a slow burn. All I can do is keep trying. And you guys have been so supportive and helpful and growing the channel and leaving comments. Can't thank you enough. So, like, I've already done very well, I think, and I'm very thankful for the support you guys offer. All right, where am I here? Sorry, bear with me. Get sidetracked. Okay. Dan Harvey's in chat. What's going on, Dan? He says, hey, Jeff, sorry I'm late. No problem. A DJ says, Mr. J, what are your hobbies outside of Lego? I remember seeing your sweet display of guitars. Got me wondering what kind of genre you play. I'll get to that. I just want to keep up with chat. Cows Go Moose says, MASH. Gotta look over here. Liam Harm says, including things you designed, made will probably increase the chance of getting their attention. Yes. Like I said, I do want to do a promo video of the Mega Yacht. Get that out there. Hopefully it'll help things grow. To answer DJ's question, yes, so I do like gaming. I do play video games. Well, not really that much anymore. And I do play guitar. I'm a huge metalhead. Like, I mean, like heavy stuff. Like, we're talking Meshuggah, Gojira, Lamb of God, Pantera, really any genre of metal I'm really into. I like all music though. I love dance music. I love techno. I love classical. I'll drive down the road listening to movie soundtracks, like orchestral soundtracks and stuff. So, just love music, man. I've been doing music since I was 13. So a long time. Okay, where are we at here? It's that guy. This one. What about you, DJ? What's your hobbies? Don't be shy. What do you got? And the Kens and Bricks, welcome to the chat. Says, will you build a 1 to 35th Typhoon Red October? I could. In fact, I could easily modify this version into Red October, but there's already a builder on Rebrickable who does subs, and he does them very well. I actually don't know if it's a he or she. I'm assuming it's a he. And I don't know if he already did that. He did like a Typhoon version. He released it around the same time I released mine. And then he did a Red October version, which was really good. And I don't want to like copy him sort of thing, right? Like he already did that. I don't want to do the same thing. I could, not that there's anything wrong with it, but I don't know, it just feels weird. But I could modify this into a Red October version. It wouldn't be too hard. 1/35th scale? That'd be pretty big. That'd be pretty massive. But that'd be like a minifig scale one, wouldn't it? That'd be huge. That'd be like the size of my basement, basically. That'd be massive. What do we got? What do we got? Haha, that's funny. Funny, Harvey. DJ says, that's what's up, man. Sweet. Philip says, I got to go. I think I can get back maybe 9:30 when you're still on streaming. All right. See you, Philip. Hope to see you soon. I will still probably be streaming at that point in time. Cows Go Moose says, poor Ozzy. Yes, I agree. It's very sad. But you know what? At least he got that last show in. And I think, I don't know the whole situation, but I'm assuming he probably died peacefully. Well, maybe not peacefully, but content is the word I should say. Because if you watch an interview, there's an interview I watched with him right after, and he's like, you know, I did my last show and I'm ready to die. And, you know, he died, so at least he got that last show in. You know, he went away, or he died with dignity. So 76 ain't a bad age. Plus, I think he was in a lot of pain, so. Okay, what do we got? Dan Harvey says, Metal Man wearing a Journey shirt. Hey, man, Journey's great. I love all kinds of music. It's all good. I love Journey too. Yep, Journey's good. Colin Walker says, this is my first live stream, and it was your super yacht, and I got my attention. Oh, well, thanks for tuning in, Colin. I appreciate that. Liam says, what? William Von Ashen. And the Kansas Brick says, yes, I just completed a 757 in 1/35th. Dang. If you are willing, would you send me some pictures of that? Just shoot it to my email. I'd love to see it if you don't mind. I love seeing other stuff that people build. It's so cool and inspiring. And also like, dang, that's pretty dang good compared to what I can do. So love to see it if you're willing to send it. I do have my email in the chat, the description of the video. Okay, that's good. I gotta actually pay attention here to what I'm doing. That's right. Yes. Okay. And that goes here like a so. Good, good. What do we got? Okay, we're actually caught up with chat. Nice. Wow, we're at 20 viewers. This is pretty sweet for me. I'm happy about that. This guy here. Is this view good? Do you guys actually want this one now? I can do this if you want. It's not that. It's actually not the greatest. Hold on. Wait a second. Did I zoom in here by accident? Oh, that's why I was zoomed in on the camera. Okay, how about that one? You guys like that one? Would that work for you? If you guys want me to go back to the overhead, let me know. Cans and Bricks says, will do. Sweet. Liam Harm says, do you have a streaming schedule? I do not, just because I don't have enough content yet to do that. I would like to, though. Let's be real here. The dream would be to do Mr. J builds, combination of stuff, you know, like live streaming, builds, Rebrickable, Les DIY. Uh-oh, what'd I do? I spilled the piece. And make it my job. That's just nowhere near possible right now. But if I could ever do that, I would absolutely have a streaming schedule. I just don't right now. Benjamin Sarl says, are you taking the Mega Yacht to any shows? I don't know yet, to be honest with you. I would like to. There's no shows around me. Where are we at? Here. Yeah, so where I live, there's like no shows that happen around here. And I think I would need to like go to the States to actually find a show to be in, which I should do sometime. But I also need to make sure that if I go to a show, this might sound shallow, but I need to make sure that the outcome of it is justified. Like, you know, is it just going to be a huge expense sort of thing, or is there potential for more exposure? Or, you know, I do have to make sure that going to a show is justified. I do have a family and a full-time job, so have to make sure that all that's taken care of before I go to a show. But I do want to go to one at some point. What do we got? Kansas Bricks, do you have a channel? Yes, feel free to link your channel. Go ahead, throw it in the chat. People subscribe. Fellow brick builders, let's support them. Subscribe to the Cans and Bricks if he posts his channel. William says, cool, Kansan. Sweet. Where are we at here? Oh, time for the next bag. Good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're losing pieces. All right, we're good. I found it. We're good. Okay. And where are we at here? There's that. I'm going to move this so you guys can actually see it. Right now we're doing a Technic frame. Here. And this guy right here. Sorry, sometimes I got to talk to myself and walk myself through the steps. You know, kind of like having a conversation with your wife sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I approach this? She might be watching for all I know. Okay, now we got these pieces. So I'll show you one more difference in parts here. Can you see this? Will that focus? So these Technic axle pieces are slightly different. They have like rounded edges. Still operate the exact same, but there is a slight difference. It's actually kind of cool. A little bit unique, so... And they operate the same so far, anyways. That goes here. It's there. Cows Go Moose says, Mega Yacht also brought me in, commented some suggestions about the engine room changes. You did? Oh, nice. That's great. Yeah, there was a lot of suggestions. I really tried to do most of them. Some of them just weren't feasible without doing like a total overhaul structurally, which been a lot of work and very time consuming. But it's funny. My first Mega Yacht, when I started designing the second one, I was like, there's so much I don't like about the first one. I'm going to get this next one right. It's going to be perfect. Well, then I like released that first video in the series and I was like, wow, there's a lot of things I need to change. And then there's some things it's like, it's still not 100% right. So if I do another one, there's more things I would add to make it even more accurate. Like I would add a dumbbell waiter or like an elevator. The crew area would be set up more properly. I would change the tender garage. It's funny. There's already a bunch of things I would change about it, but still pretty good. I'm still happy with it. So the Cans and Bricks says a luxury interior was the main reason, as my 757 is modeled after a private jet. Yeah, man, you do jets and planes and stuff. That's crazy, like crazy impressive. I can't wait to see it. Definitely send some pics, man, of the yacht, not dirty pictures. I can't afford that. I don't want a lawsuit. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna stop talking about that. Probably not a great joke. All right, we are here. So yeah, happy to say clutch power and everything very good. Technic pins, everything's holding together very nicely. No weak connections. And we are flying here. Wait. Oh, I can't see. It's there, yes. So, okay. The Cans and Bricks. Oh, I already said that. Let's go to another question. Okay, we covered what's your favorite war movie. Let's talk about where did you last go on vacation? When and where was your last vacation? Dubsy Brick says, hi, Mr. J. It's just a flying visit, time difference. Just wanted to say hi. Hey, thanks for dropping in and saying hi. Appreciate that. Also looks like you're another Bricks channel. I will try to subscribe if I can remember. Same with the Cans and Bricks. Love that I have other Lego channels and building block channels checking it out. Thanks for tuning in. Dan Harvey says, I wouldn't change the yacht at all, man. Don't listen to these guys. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. You know what? I see it as a learning experience, you know? Like, just now I know that one was pretty good. I can make the next one better if I do a next one. I won't lie to you guys. I have no desire currently to jump into a project that big again unless, like I said, there was some collaboration of some sort or something to help offset the cost. That project took almost a year. Well, technically it's still not wrapped up, and by the time I am finished, like the instructions, making the videos and everything, you're talking, that project took a year to do. And definitely worth it, but it was massive. I'd like to do a couple more smaller projects first, you know. So let's see where we're at here. Okay, yeah. Oh, I can feel my nose running, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go grab a Kleenex because I don't want to start dripping snot on stream. Not that you guys want to know that information, but I can feel it, and I'm going to have to deal with that in a minute here. So I'm just going to get this good. There, like so. Listen, I'm going to be right back, okay? Give me 30 seconds, don't go nowhere. I'm going to go grab myself some Kleenex. I promise it's for blowing my nose. I'll be right back. How's it going? I got myself some Kleenex. Let's set that over there. Yeah, I know that was awkward. Sorry, I had to leave the stream for a minute, but you know, nose is gonna snot. Got to deal with snot. So, okay, where are we at? Liam Harm says Rome, Italy. I'm guessing that's where you're from. Welcome to the stream. Cows Go Moose says do a victory class sub, small project. Definitely could do that. I would like to do another sub. Now that I've done one, I feel like I could handle another one. So this guy. Oh. Get that one out. This brick separator is pretty handy, not gonna lie. Okay. So now you guys have seen this angle for a bit. What do you want? Do you want this one or overhead? I mean, I can keep switching back and forth if you guys want. Benjamin Sarles says, vacation, WDW, just me and my 2 adult sons this winter before they started becoming dads themselves. Oh, snap. So you're a grandpa now. Nice. William Von Ashton says, Cans and Bricks, do you have a YouTube channel or Facebook? I think he said he did. He was just, he hadn't done something on it in a while, or maybe he was going to go link it. I'm not sure. That goes here. And there. My last real vacation was... oh, I missed a comment here. Dubsy Brick says, how are you finding the LETBRICKS? They recently sent me the CH-53 helicopter. Great build. Bricks are very tough to put together. Clutch power is a fraction too tight. So far, this is my first LETBRICKS build, and it's been great so far. The clutch power is a little tight, but I actually like that. Like, it's solid, you know? It's good for me. And I haven't ran into any quality issues yet. Obviously, I'm only about, 5% into the build. So far, I'm pleased. Do you do some projects with them? Just out of curiosity? Love to know. Cows Go Moo says, IA class and Ohio class, but I see them often. Sea Wolf class, if not a US sub, British like Valiant or something. You make a good point, Cows Go Moo, because if I do another sub, I would like to do one that's not been done a lot. Like you mentioned, the Ohio class. I've seen a lot of Ohio class submarines done out of Lego. And I would want to do something different. That's kind of why I chose the Typhoon class. And also, that's my favorite sub, mainly because Red October is one of my favorite movies. Should have mentioned that. Not only is it my favorite submarine movie, Red October is like one of my favorite movies in general. I would put that on my top 10 list for sure. What do we got? Okay, so we're caught up with chat. Let's keep going here. A lot of interaction in chat tonight, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. You know I like it because I speak an accent when I talk about it, I don't even know what accent that is. And this guy. Wow, I actually forgot a lot of the build process of this boat. Are submarines technically boats? I'm sure someone in the chat would know. Like, are they classified as boats? Technically, right? They're just an underwater boat. I don't want to offend any naval people or, people that serve. They would know better than I. I want to get the terminology correct. Okay. Oh, where are we here? Bear with me. Okay, good. This is going quite nicely. Dan Harvey says, you should look into doing an old school U-boat next. The Russian nuclear sub is cool. I'm a World War II buff through and through. Would love to see Mr. J U-boat. I could probably do that. You know, that'd be a lot more interesting to do just because of the angles of those ships and everything. Oh, that's Nope, that's correct. And yeah, I'm a huge World War II buff as well. I've watched World War II in color so many times. Watched a lot of documentaries on Hitler and the Nazis. Oh, you know what? That's a good war movie too. What's it called? Downfall. We got to add that to the list of great war movies. Downfall. That's about the last couple days, well, the last couple weeks of the war, World War II. I shouldn't say the last couple days, but basically before the Nazis were defeated and Hitler was off himself basically in his bunker. If you haven't seen Downfall and you're a big World War II buff, check it out. Fantastic movie. It's basically about the last few weeks where Hitler's hanging out in his bunker underground as Russia's, you know, moving in. Is that it for that? Oh, nice, nice, nice. Moving along, moving along. Wow, got a lot of chat interaction tonight. Thank you guys. This is good. Okay. Did I do everything properly? Did I? That's right. Nope. Gotta move that right there. And yeah, all right. Moving along, moving along. Good, good, good. So there. Excellent. William says the Sequest sub would be one that nobody has made of Lego. Not gonna lie, I don't know what that is, but I can look it up. I just gotta remember to look it up, so I gotta try to remember for tomorrow. Is that like a war sub or just a general sub? Benjamin Sarles says, along with a Baloo class, sorry, I'm probably not saying that right, with the SS Stingray graphics from Down Periscope, just don't get the tattoo. I love Down Periscope, man. That was a great movie. Not enough people have seen it. Fantastic movie. Dubsy Brick says, William Ashton is from the old TV show. The Cans and Brick says, I used to get up at 5 a.m. in first grade to watch a WW2 in color instead of cartoons. That is absolutely badass, man. That's how you know you're a cool kid. What do we got? DJ says, this is home, man. Building a Lego and talking about Warfare. Yeah, no, can't really, does it get much better than that? I don't think so. I'm trying to keep this in the center of the shot for the most part. You don't know what Sequest is. We can't be friends. Uh-oh. I let everybody down. I let everybody down. You guys are going to have to write me angry letters and send them to me. Send me hate mail if you want. I deserve it. Okay, we got to do 4 of these. Oh, look, these pieces are a little different too. Here, I'll show you. So these ones are the brackets. Is that going to focus? Again, they have rounded corners. Can you see that? See the rounded corners? Kind of cool. I mean, they still operate the same. They're very tough plastic. It's good. Back to that guy. Dan Harvey, ever been to Pearl Harbor? It's not. If not, it's a must visit for World War II enthusiasts. It's a different feeling. The energy is just different there. I haven't been there, but I would love to go. I haven't done traveling in a long time, man. Last time I actually traveled to another country was I went and saw Rammstein in Chicago 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. Great show, by the way. Chicago was awesome. And then the last time I left the country before that was when I went on my honeymoon 8 years ago. And we went to Ireland and England. Bear with me here, guys. Sorry. The cold. I thought the cold would be gone by now, but it's just really hanging on. Where we go? Okay. Oh, I did something wrong here. Oh dear. Good thing you guys are paying attention, because I wasn't. William says, your computer is right beside you, Mr. J. Google Sequest. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's do her. Okay, let's go over to this guy. Okay. You guys hear me okay? All right, let's take a look. You guys should be able to see my screen. So let's take a look here. We got Sequest DSV. Okay. Oh, is this the sub? This is the sub? This is what you guys want me to build? That's crazy. When did this show come out? Hold on a sec. Sequest, 1993. Okay, so it's a bit older. I mean, I can't say much because I absolutely loved Star Trek Next Generation, which would have been just before this time. So this is the sub you guys are talking about? How do you not know 90s TV and Sequest, submarines talking to dolphins? Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the first I've heard about it. This is pretty cool. Definitely 90s, that's for sure. That would be a really hard model to do out of Lego. Can you guys see that? Oh, I'm probably blocking it, aren't I? I don't know, man. That would be very tough to do in Lego. Those angles would be tough, that's for sure. Okay, but now I know what it is. So you guys try to, don't send me too much hate mail, all right? Stick around. It's all right. Yeah, okay, let's go back to the build. Now that I know what that is. Oh. Good. You guys still hear me? We're good? Okay. Are you at least happy I took a look to see what it is? Now I know. Okay. Oh, you know what? Since we mentioned Star Trek. Any Star Trek fans in here? Just out of curiosity. I'm a big fan of Next Generation. It was a classic. William Von Action says, trying to find the full series on DVD. You could probably order online, I'd assume. Okay, let's put these guys on. We got there. We could go to another question here. Okay, you know what? Since we were talking about traveling, I got another question for you guys here. Money's not an option. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? So, what would your choice be if you could go anywhere in the world? You know what's even, Max, you can live there, okay? Money's not an option. Where would you guys want to live? Colin Walker says, love Star Trek. Yeah, man. Star Trek was great. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I do love Star Trek. Picard, the Picard show was all right. Season 3 was pretty good. What do we got? Trying to find... Oh, William says, definitely Mr. J. Kazko Moose says, it was on Netflix, but they dumped it. Netflix has done that with a lot of shows. Benjamin Sarl says, I'm one of the few Trek fans that likes Enterprise. I actually haven't seen it, but I really want to watch it. I feel I would like it. I really feel like I would like Enterprise from the few snippets that I've seen and like people talking about it on the internet. Oh my God, we got Mike Gardner in the chat. What's going on, Mike? Says, holy smokes, who's this smoking hot guy? You must be looking in the mirror, Mike. Mike Gardner, great guy. He's been following, I shouldn't say following, but he's been watching my content for almost 4 years now because I used to do a live stream comedy show and he was one of our greatest fans and one of our best supporters. So happy to see you, Mike. Thanks for tuning in. We've got Benjamin Sarles. I read that. Kazgo Moose says, Voyager was best. Can never complain about Star Wars. Yeah, the new stuff, though, is kind of meh, you know what I'm saying? But I'm assuming that's what you mean when you say SW. But old school Star Wars, sign me up. Some of the shows, I loved Andor. Andor's fantastic. What do we got? And, man, chat's just popping. There's so much chat right now. This is great. Cans and Bricks says, does LETBRICKS take custom orders? I want to build my 757, but it's really expensive in Lego parts. That I don't know. What you could try doing, though, is... I'm not sure if this would be unorthodox, but you could try design... Do you design digitally at all? I definitely design digital first. I realize that's not for everyone, but you could maybe design it digitally, send it to them, and see if they'd be willing to work with you. I don't know if they do just bricks. You'd have to reach out to them and find out. I can tell you this much, though. So far, they've been fantastic to work with. Same with Les DIY. LETBRICKS, Mocsage, they've all been very great to work with. And what's good about them is they actually give full credit to the designers. There's a lot of companies out there that are just stealing designs, buying instructions from legit designers, selling them on AliExpress, and it's dark times sometimes. But these guys, the companies that I've worked with, they've been fantastic. They're honorable. They actually commit and they give credit to the designers. So I'm very happy with them. And they might hook you up. You'd have to reach out to them, though. Oh, man. Kansas Brick says, I would visit Hawaii. Luigi Casal says, since child, I would love to visit Egypt. Egypt would be cool. It's complicated today for security and politics. Love Greece, too. Would love to go to Greece. myself. William says, I at one time had the blueprints of the USS Enterprise. Was planning on building out a Lego. That would be sweet. Am I mistaken? Did Lego get the license to do Star Trek sets? I feel like I heard that somewhere. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch to this screen right here while I deal with my nose issue, because the snot is coming in strong, you know. Let's go back here now that that awkward situation's out of the way. Andor was insane from DJ. Absolutely loved Andor. Season 2 was really cool. You know what's funny about season 2 as well is by the end of it I was like, so episodes 8 and 9 were awesome, and 10. I was like, wow, that was so good. And then the last couple episodes, I was like, it was all right. It's like, I feel like it was kind of anticlimactic. But then if you watch Rogue One right after, you're like, oh, this makes sense. Rogue One is the climax of Andor. And I was really happy with it. Very pleased with it. We got Cows Go Moo says, ooh, good chat question. Which was the best Enterprise 171D here? That is a great question. Star Trek fans, what's your favorite Enterprise? Colin Walker, Lego is doing the Enterprise D later this year. Sweet, that's great. Mike Gardner says, still one of your greatest fans just came in. What are we building? We are building this, Mike. Where is it? Where's that guy? This is a submarine. It's a Typhoon Class Submarine. But the difference is, this is the Lego version that I designed about a year ago. And LETBRICKS, company I work with, they sent me over this. They actually partnered with me to make this an official set that they've mass produced using non-Lego bricks, and they sent me one to build on stream. Dan Harvey's at a pyramid. Is that pyramid still there, or did the Transformers actually destroy it? Good question. Bill William says, Colin, I was planning on building it minifig scale. Don't think Lego would do that. William said, or Colin says, William, how big would that be? It'd be freaking huge. I want to go back to the Enterprise question after I put these pieces down and actually make sure I'm on the right spot here. Bear with me here. That's the one, right? Yep. Okay. I promise eventually this will look like a sub. My favorite Enterprise, I forget which letter it is, but you might be able to tell me, Cows Go Moo, is the one from Star Trek First Contact. The way that one looks is so sharp, so cool. And let me switch back to this guy. That's also my favorite Star Trek movie. First Contact, fantastic movie. What about you guys? You guys got a favorite Star Trek movie or a favorite Enterprise? Okay, where are we at here? Bear with me here, guys. Interesting. Oh, duh. I am stupid. No, that's not right. That is right. I am stupid. Whew! Almost lost my mind there for a minute. Okay, that goes there. Gotcha. And we got to do... I feel like I missed a part here. Did I? I did. Yep. Okay, so these got to go here. Sorry, I got distracted. Didn't know what I was doing. And then we go back here. And this piece goes right here. Okay. Back in business. Almost got lost there for a minute. Happens to the best of us, right? Okay. Now, where we got? William says huge. Colin. William says would make the Mega Yacht look small. Colin or Cows Go Moose says Enterprise E, I think, and William says this the would be the next gen version. Okay, noted. Dan Harvey. I've never been a Star Trek fan, sadly. Got into Star Wars instead. Thanks to my parents. I like them both, man. I think they're both good. They both have their merits, in my opinion. Okay, so we got these guys right here. Oh, I put these on the wrong spot, and that's why. Like, what's going on here? Just confusing myself left and right. The brick separator works pretty good. It kind of looks like a whale or something. What do we got? Colin says Enterprise. Oh, whoa, Benjamin Sarles, an order NX01 refit N701E. There's a lot of numbers there. I'm sure people can read them. Cosmo says, I mean, the real Typhoon class would be 3 or 4 times longer than the mega yacht. That is true. I always consider like Lego studs to be, if you were to scale it up to real life, a Lego stud would be 1 foot. So that means the mega yacht would be like 230 feet long. And I'm pretty sure a Typhoon Class Submarine is like 600 feet long, give or take. So it would literally be the length of my basement if it was minifig scale, which I do not have the budget to do that, or the space. My wife would not be happy. I would be happy, but also trying to make that like structurally supported, that would be very tough. Okay, where are we at here? These are red pieces. Yes, that's good. Okay. Dan Harvey says, need the missus to help you multitask. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You know what? She's cool with me doing all this Lego stuff, so can't really complain. She's very supportive. I actually have an excellent wife. I'm very lucky to have her. She's always supported me on my ridiculous endeavors of projects that I try. Never once asked me to change, even when I became a full Lego nerd. So she's a great wife. I'm very lucky to have her. She says, or Dan Harvey says, just kidding. And that's gonna go here. Yes, good, good, good. These are gonna come up here. Yep. John Smith, what are you building? Welcome to the chat, John Smith. Give me 1 second to place these parts and I will show you what we are building. Oh, yes. Like this. Yes, good, good. Okay, good. All right, that's good. We are building this. John Smith, again, thank you for tuning in the chat to the stream. This is what we're building. It's a Typhoon Class Submarine, also known as Shark Project 941. It's a set from LETBRICKS they sent over to me. And it's actually a model that I designed that they've made a set of. And so far it's been fantastic to build. Quality's been great. No errors in the instructions. Very impressed so far. And let's go here. And let me switch back to this. Let's go overhead for a little bit. Thank you for tuning in, John Smith. We also have Ivan in the chat. Welcome. Great name, by the way. Haha, I'm glad to see you as soon as I turn on my computer. Nice. That's great. Glad that you tuned in right away when you turned on your computer. That is great. Uh-oh. I'm missing a piece. Missing a piece unless it's in this bag. Oh, no, it's right here in front of my face. I'm an idiot. Wow. If you could just go ahead and look right where you need to look and find the piece, you'd be set. Okay, so that goes here. I got worried for a second. I was like, I was just talking up these guys, and then I was missing a piece. But nope, I just needed to use my eyes, which is pretty hard for me to do sometimes. Just ask my wife, when I ask her, where's that thing? Where's the ketchup? And then she points right in front of my eyes, and it's right there. I'm sure any husbands in this chat have been in that position. We got William says, well, I have to say goodnight. See you later. Hey, William, thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate you checking out the stream and leaving some comments. It's great seeing you again and talking to you. Colin says, cows go moo. No, the TOS had no number. Cows go moo. Okay, I couldn't remember. Like the PlayStation was just PS until they released PS2, then it magically became PS1. I was clearly late to that conversation. Okay, so this. I gotta do these first. Okay, so these go here. These ones go there. Oh dear. Oh, here, let me move this more into the overhead shot. How's the focus on that one? Is that one okay? Okay, it doesn't look bad. I can live with that. Sorry, back to the I don't know what I'm doing here, pressing buttons. There. Cows Go Moose says it's not a sub, but a USS Navy ICAC would be cool. Gonna have to look that up. Man, there's so many things I need to look up. You know what? Let's actually go to another question here. Okay, we got a real simple one here. What is your favorite animal? Gotta throw the, the simple ones in there once in a while. You guys are, I don't know if you guys are gonna think this is lame when I tell you my favorite animal. You might. Or there's gonna be, insert dirty jokes here, but my favorite animal is actually a snake. I think snakes are super cool. I think they got a bad lot in life, like you got millipedes and centipedes out here, like got 100 legs, and then the snake has no legs and still survives and does all right. So I think snakes are cool, and they just look cool. They move around cool. They got a interesting physique in terms of like their body makeup and how their organs are in there and stuff. And they got no legs, yet somehow they're one of the most crazy predators out there. So I think snakes are really cool. Did they get a bad rap? I had a bunch of pet ones when I was a kid, and I don't say they're friendly, but they were pretty docile for the most part. Obviously, it depends on the snake you get. So that's mine. I like snakes. I think snakes are cool. They're my favorite animal. Be interested to know what your guys' favorite animal is. Dan Harvey says the ICAC is a hovercraft. LA, and then Cows Go Moose says LCAC landing craft, air cushion, or our version of a hovercraft. Man, a hovercraft would be cool to do. I should try one. Hovercraft would be sweet, actually. Is there a lot of demand for hovercraft, though? Is that like a model people would want to build a set of? I don't know. That's the other thing, too, is like I do want to do models that obviously I enjoy, but I also want to do models that are actually, people are interested in, right? I lucked out with the yachts because there wasn't a ton of people doing yachts. I happen to love yachts, and seems to resonate pretty well with people, so happy about that. Dan Harvey says my favorite animal is a raccoon. Second favorite animal is a snake. Next pet will be a ball python. That is pretty cool, man. I am jealous. My wife would never let us have a snake in the house. Which I get, it's scary to them and probably to the kids, but like I said, I think they're cool. And a raccoon, that's cool, man. Raccoon, another animal I think that gets a bad rap. They're just trying to find food, man. They're pretty cool. I've met some friendly ones too, like at a campfire. One like comes up and, obviously some of them are scared, but Benjamin Starles says otters. Mike Garner says watching these otter videos a lot lately. Could totally get one. Wow, it's funny that you both said otters at the same time. This guy. So like there's a ton of otter videos coming out right now or something? Clearly I'm out of the loop. Here. Tell me more about these otter videos. Is it just like a new TikTok channel or something? So this is our sub so far. Looks more like a club. Pretty good. Okay, keep going here. God, I don't know if I'm going to wrap this up in 2 streams, to be honest with you. That's on screen. I got to get a better overhead camera, that's for sure. Okay, this goes like so. So that. Okay. And we're on the last bag of this first bag. So there's eight full bags, each with their own little bags. This is the last bag for the big bag, essentially. Man, no one in TikTok is saying anything. So yeah, TikTok's just totally dead. Lots of chat though with YouTube and Facebook. Uh-oh. Someone's saying my stupid chat froze. Is the stream still working for you guys? Cowgoes Moose says the stream froze. Let me know if the video and stream still working. If I don't see a couple messages in a minute or so, I might have to restart the stream, which I really hope I don't have to do. Okay, so we're gonna turn this around. Oh, Jamie, TikTok check-in. Hey, thanks for leaving a comment. Appreciate that. Welcome from TikTok. So maybe people are watching on TikTok. They're just not saying much. That's all right though. I don't have a lot of TikTok content. I don't really focus on it. I really should do more TikTok content. I actually want to get a new phone so I can start doing more shorts. Mike Garner says you're good here. Good to know. Benjamin Starles says, don't you hate it when you're looking for the piece you have a ton of, but you can't find any of them? Yeah, been there before. It's funny you mention that. So before I did the Mega Yacht build, I went and bought a bunch of bulk lots of Lego just to have like a good stockpile of pieces. And it took me like 3 weeks to sort it. And I hate sorting. I hate sorting Lego. It drives me nuts. Probably the thing I hate the least. I don't mind getting parts for builds and sorting them. Like, I don't mind that. But just getting bulk lots of Lego and sorting the parts and organizing them, I just dread it. It's probably the thing I hate the most out of, sorry, I should say the thing I dislike the most out of doing the Lego stuff. But it's necessary. It helped me save a bunch of money on the Mega Yacht, so. But anyways, that being said, getting organized once it was finished, it made such a difference just knowing where all the parts were and not having to look through things and just, oh, I know the 1x1s are in this drawer. Pull out the drawer and there they are. Where are we at? Cows Go Moose says, the stream is all I see on my chat or my comments. The stream is good. Okay, good to know. Dan Harvey working for me here on Facebook. Good to know that the stream is working, because when you got to reset it, it sucks. It basically, you know, lots of people think the stream dies and they might not come back. So I'm glad to hear it's working. Thanks for letting me know, everybody. And that goes like so. This goes here. That goes there. Okay. What else? We got more questions. Oh, here's a good one. I'm pretty happy with this one. Let me just place this first. That's gonna go like this. Oh, wait. Bear with me. Okay, that. There we go. So what is... No, sorry. If you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be? So you get to pick any superpower in the world. What would it be? What would you pick? And it can be anything. If you want your superpower to be, you can make McDoubles appear in front of you. That's fine if that's what you want. I mean, that's not a bad superpower. For me, I think what I would go with is teleportation. I can just teleport anywhere at any time. I mean, think of the benefits of that. Like, oh, I want to go to the grocery store and just, you know, boom, instant. You ever see the movie Jumper? Just like that. So I would go teleportation would be my superpower if I could pick anything. You never have to worry about anyone messing with your stuff. You just get away really quick. You could make money by that. Hey, you want me to deliver this package from this point of the world to the other point of the world? I can do it in a second. Like, you could make a job out of it. Teleportation, that would be my choice. So wait, did I do this right? Sometimes I got to stop and double check what I'm doing. You see, because I did it wrong. Got to go like that. Here we go. Okay. What do we got? Jamie says, great movie. Is this? Okay, so I have an acquaintance, a good friend from a long time ago named Jamie McConnell. Is this the one and same Jamie McConnell, or is this a different Jamie that's tuning on TikTok? I'm just wondering. Also, thanks for representing the TikTok chat. You are keeping that thing alive. That goes there. Okay. We got Cows Go Moo says, fly like Superman. Haha. Now he says now it's teleporting. Yeah, teleporting, man, that'd be it. Teleporting would be fantastic. Okay, there. Excellent. Happy that this is good. Once I'm finished this bag of parts, I'll give you an overview of the model and show you where we're at. Kind of show you how it's going. Switch back. We'll keep going back and forth between these two. Uh-oh. One of my cameras died. Actually, I should say the battery pack for one of my cameras died, but that's not a problem. I can just get a new battery pack for it. Give me 1 second. Give me uno momento. All right, so this is the beauty about this wireless setup here that I've done. So I'm just going to remove this here. Bear with me here. I've set it up where I can use these battery packs to keep the wireless antenna working. Basically, that sends the wireless signal to the computer. And I can keep the camera powered as well. So this should kick back in a minute, I hope. Well, let me see if I can put my money where my mouth is. This can go over here for now. So we'll go back here and see if it's working. Ah, look at that. We're back in business. Woohoo! Yeah. Yeah, right there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, right there. I can dig that. Maybe we'll do. Yeah. All right. Where was I? In the chat. Oh my, look who we got in the chat. Mocsage. Thank you for all your support of the Mocsage product. And thank Mr. J Builds for bringing such an excellent design. Hey, thank you, Mocsage. These are the guys that actually, if you look, they got their logo on the box. Where is it? Right there. Them and LETBRICKS are the ones responsible for putting this whole thing together. So thank you, Mocsage, for sending this over and letting us do a build of the stream. It's pretty cool. I'm actually gonna go back to the overhead scene and move on here. Everybody say hi to Mocsage if you can. We got a couple more people here. What was your answers for if you could have a superpower? What would it be? Myself and Cows Go Moo, we have picked teleporting because that's pretty sweet. And that's gonna go here. Wait a minute. Okay. Just gotta make sure I'm putting this in the right spot. Good. Good. And then we're turning it around. Yes. Okay. Good stuff. These are gonna go here. Okay. Okay, we're in business now. Did the stream free? Oh no, we're catching up. Cows Go Moo says, so ultimate question. So far, if you were doing this build blindfolded, do you think you could tell they weren't Lego? Yes. I do think so. It's a different type of plastic. There's no doubt. But that doesn't mean any less quality. I would say you can tell, like you can just feel you can tell the feel of a Lego brick. This is definitely a little different. Where are we here? So, oh, that's why. But I would say it's very good. It's very good quality. I have no issues with it. But you can definitely tell there's a difference. But I've tried some of the other off-brand Lego, and it is no good, some of it. This stuff has been high quality. The truth is, when Les DIY reached out to me, probably about a little over 2 years ago, I was like, whoa, what's this? And I was iffy on it. And then once I actually built one of their sets, I was like, wow, this is really high quality. Like this one, where is it? Hold on one second. So this model right here, that's a Les DIY model. Compare that to this. Here's the Lego version and Les DIY. I'm going to show you up close camera work. And why the reason I'm talking about the Les DIY version is because these Mocsage and LETBRICKS, in terms of quality, both fantastic. So if I show you this close up here, both these models. Oh, I just broke the stand off one of them. Ah, how do you work this thing? Okay, hold on. Put that back on there. Oh my God. Hold on a sec. Come on, get on there. All right. So, take a look at these two models. So, let me zoom out here. That's the Lego version. And that's the Les DIY version. Like from afar, you can't even tell there's a difference. In terms of build quality, virtually identical. Obviously, slightly different materials. You can tell the difference. And it's the same with this thing. So here's a close-up of the Typhoon Sub Mocsage / LETBRICKS. In terms of off-brand Lego, it's the best quality I've dealt with so far. So hope that answers the questions. Let me go back to this scene here. I'm just bringing out all my models, apparently. That over here, and just get here. Where are we at here? Jamie says control space and time. Oh, that'd be a good superpower. No one's going to mess with you there. The Cans and Bricks says Captain America's full potential endgame. Dan Harvey superpower for me would be Wolverine's metabolic healing. Oh yeah, that'd be a good one, man. And Cows Go Moose says, yep, that's why I asked. Yeah, I'm super impressed, man. Let Bricks Club's in the chat. Welcome. Thank you for showing up. So they're the ones who collaborate with Mocsage to help this make this happen. Thanks for tuning in. They say, wow, it's cool. Cows Go Moose says, my wife let me have a yacht that size. Are you saying she did let you have a yacht that size? My wife let me have a yacht that size. Oh, I see. You're saying that she would let you get one that small. Sorry. Sometimes my brain doesn't work very well. And then we got Benjamin Charles. I agree with Dan. Now I'm in my mid-40s. I could use the ability to heal quicker. Yeah, I agree with that. I got to say one more thing about quality here. Because the truth is that Lego, I love Lego. I've been a huge Lego fan. But their prices are starting to get ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, you're talking, I know that the part to price, or the part to price ratio is not something you should always go by, but some of them are just absolutely ridiculous, the cost of things. And hold on, I think I missed a part here. 1 sec. Oh, I did. I missed one right here. It's gonna bother me. I gotta put the piece in there. Yep. Hold on. Gonna bother me. Yeah. Come on. Sorry, I'm a completionist. I gotta have it in there. That sounded horrible. I meant the piece. That also sounds horrible. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay. So that's that. Now that we've finished this bag, I just want to talk about the quality. Lego, I think, might be, I don't want to say they're in danger because they're a huge corporation. They're mega, but these companies like LETBRICKS, Mocsage, Let's DIY, their quality is pretty much just as good as Lego. And they're also being able to do this where you have the full Lego experience. A box, printed instructions, like legit instructions, numbered bags. This set, this submarine set, if Lego made this in Canada, this would be like $400 Canadian. That's crazy. But that's where we're going with the pricing. Like, I love Lego, but their pricing is just getting too crazy. So I like supporting all the brands. If the quality is good, the quality is good. It speaks for itself. And so far, this has been fantastic. Mocsage says, hope everyone can enjoy the fun brought by building. Dan Harvey says, anything with power functions is outrageous. Cans and Bricks says, yo, let bricks. Cows Go Moo like the new Shelby Cobra being $160. It was a must-have for me, but come on. I know, right? Dude, fantastic set. And don't get me wrong. The designers, like some of the Lego designs, I just can't believe how good the designs are for some of these sets and how great they make them look. But just, it's like, you see the price, it's like, oh my God, like, I can't spend that much money. Although I just did spend a ton of money on my Lego Mega Yacht, so there's going to be a little bit of loud bag opening here. Yeah. Help. Hold on, I got it. When in doubt, use your feet, yeah? Words of advice from me today. And you know what? I'm just going to keep going a little bit further here. It is good. It would be good for Lego to have some legit competition, because when there's competition in the markets, that's when us consumers win. Because now Lego hasn't had a lot of competition, really. They've always been top dog of the brick building. But now you have these companies coming pretty dang close, and it's like this. Maybe this will bring the prices down. Like, competition's good. Where are we at here? Okay, so we got S25. We can go with that. Good. I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts? You let me know what you guys think. You know, all opinions welcome. What do you think about off-brand Lego? What do you think about Lego? Is it too expensive? Yada, yada. Luigi Cassell says that what I comment at the beginning of the live, when you move the loose parts from the first bag, the sound those pieces made was quite different than Lego would do. The sound of the bricks between them. They do sound a little different, yeah. I'll be honest, I never really thought about it. They're definitely different plastic, but I mean, if you want, like, they're not going to be exactly like Lego, right? Dan Harvey says, models like Titanic are also a hard buy. I love big models, but I simply can't afford real Legos like that. They've priced themselves out of the market now they lost their patents, and so many other brands have popped up. Oh, that Bricks is feeling the love. Yeah, it's tough. I love Lego. Love their sets. The Titanic's actually one of my favorite sets. One of the coolest builds I've ever done. But again, that one I felt was relatively justified. I think it cost me $850, but it has 9,000 parts. But then you got sets that bother me, like the Venator, the UCS Venator, which I did get for Christmas. That set's like, it cost $850. $850! And it's like 5,500 parts or something like that. And then it's like, you know, you only build it once. Because a set that's big, you're probably not going to take it apart to rebuild it. So let's say the building experience takes you, I think the Venator took me 16 hours to build maybe. I have it. I just haven't found a spot to put it yet. You're paying $850 for 16 hours of entertainment, and then it just sits on a shelf. So it's like, I don't know, man. Is that worth it? I don't know. Whereas, let's say Les DIY or LETBRICKS or whoever, Mocsage made a version of that kit. They're not selling it for $850. I'm not going to speak for them and say what they'd sell it for because I don't know. But it's certainly not going to be $850. So it's like, I hate to bash on Lego because obviously I make my content out of Lego, but I just feel the pricing is just getting so expensive, man. And then they have all that controversy right now with one of the new Star Wars sets, the turbo tank or whatever, like falls apart when you pick it up and stuff. And it's like, I think it's 800 parts and it costs like $160. It's crazy. All right, sorry, had to rant there for a minute. Cows Go Moose says, I was super excited about the Lieber crane kit they did last year at quality of competitors' products. Lego has lost sales, causing them to drive the prices up instead of staying competitive. Ivan, Lego has always been loved by fans of all ages, but for some fanatical fans, Lego sets are too many, and models with tens of thousands of particles may satisfy them. Fair point. Colin Walker, I like Lego, but I have done other brands too, and I like them the same. That's where I'm at. I'm not gonna lie. When I do my original version of every model I make, I always start with Lego. But yeah, I'm not picky on the brand really. Like this, that's why I want to do stuff like this and hope companies like LETBRICKS and Les DIY can get more traction and bring some competition into the market. That's what we really need. Okay, where was I? Sorry about that. Is that the right one? Nope. That could have been bad. Where were we? What the hell were we talking about? Oh yeah, superpowers. I think we covered that one. We go here. That's what we want. Yes, good, all good. Okay. I got more questions. What do we got? Oh, this one should be good. Kind of already talked about it a little bit, but I'd be interested to know what you guys think. What is your dream job? So let's put it this way. When it comes to money, you're making whatever amount of money it is that you need to make. Okay. But what's the job that you want to do that gets you that money? You know, if you want something simple, like, bear with me here. You know, you just want a regular day job, like that's fine, but make a lot of money doing it. Or if you want something crazy, I'd be interested to know. And, yeah, what's your favorite job? What would you want to do if you could pick anything and make good money off of it? My current dream of a job right now would be to do Mr. J builds full time. I know it's rather unrealistic. It's, you know, kind of a long shot. Obviously, I'm going to keep trying to grow the channel, but I don't need to make a ton of money. If I could make the same amount of money that I make now doing Mr. J builds, I would absolutely love that. And, you know, that would be like through a combination of things like YouTube revenue and sales and instruction sales and doing live streams and stuff, doing content like this. You know, it's growing slowly, but nowhere close to that right now. But that would be my dream job. So I'd be interested to know what your dream job would be. Okay, so that, did I do that right? No, I didn't. Okay. Keep making small mistakes because I get distracted. What do we got? We got Kansan Bricks says fighter pilot. Oh, dang, badass, man. It's pretty cool. Never thought of that. And I hope to attend the U.S. Naval Academy and achieve that goal. Hey, good for you, man. And I hope you achieve your goal. Seriously, I do. I hope everyone achieves their goals. If they're good people, they deserve to achieve their goals. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's work behind it, but that's badass, man. I actually would not be able to be a fighter pilot because I have issues with my eyes. They're like, both of them operate differently. Long story, but happened when I was a kid. I was basically born with cross-eyed and I had to have operations. I'm sure you can tell once in a while I look a little cross-eyed on stream. But yeah, I remember I went to the eye doctors once and they're like, yeah, just so you know, if you had any dreams of flying a plane, you will never be able to do that. I was like, all right, good to know. Not being an astronaut then. But yeah, that's cool, man. That's badass. Cows Go Moose says Lego reviewer, builder, streamer, influencer. Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. I would just want to be a little bit different in terms of I really would like to stick with making and designing models. There are a lot of successful YouTube channels out there where they do Lego, but they're really just mostly doing reviews of sets, which I wouldn't mind doing. I just would really like to be able to keep making my own designs. Dan Harvey says, dream job for me would be get an engineering degree and go work for Lego as a designer or a master builder. Yeah, I hear you. I'm on board. Would love that too. Benjamin Sorrows, I would like to create a clubhouse where people could come in and play board games, tabletop games, have area for gamers, but also have an area for builders and makers space. Dude, that'd be really cool. I hope you get to do that. You should do that. You need some initial investment up front, obviously, but you never know, man. You know what you got to throw if you do that too? You got to do a LAN section for computer gamers like me. So, you know, we can come in there and geek out and have a little LAN party. You know, why not? Okay, so that's going to go here. What else? Andrew says, I just finished my upgrade on my Old North Church Lego mock. As I was saying to other people in the chat, if you have models and you guys are also fellow builders, feel free to send me pictures of your builds. Eventually, as the channel grows, I'd like to do feature other builders and stuff. So yeah, if you're willing, Andrew, go ahead and send me some pictures of your build. My email is in the description. Dan Harvey, I wouldn't mind living near the headquarters in Denmark either. It's funny, my wife and I have been discussing how crappy things are in Canada right now. We're like, maybe we should move. I'm like, we should go to Denmark. But I don't know, man. I feel like, I'm pretty sure trying to get a job at the Lego headquarters is extremely tough. And like I consider myself a pretty good builder, but I don't think they'd be interested in the type of stuff I'm building. They want to be able to have someone who can build well thought out sets that don't have a ton of pieces, right? Whoa, hold on. LETBRICKS dropped a bomb here. We gotta see what's going on here. I gotta scroll up a little bit. Hold on here. Okay, so LETBRICKS says parts can be ordered from LETBRICKS. I don't mind. Oh, we got some information here. Oh, so LETBRICKS is saying parts can be ordered from LETBRICKS. So that to me, if you don't mind confirming, does that mean you can order just parts? You don't have to order a kit like you can make parts orders? Because there was a couple people in here asking, and also they have some info about the sub. Let me just grab a drink of water here. They're saying the submarine was a beast of the Soviet Navy in the 1970s and 1980s. Not only a giant ship, but also nuclear powered. Gonna read it over here. And has powerful firepower, including 20 nuclear missiles. The submarine's a typical product of the Cold War, and it was born to achieve the principle of mutually assured destruction. Compared with its opponent, the Ohio class of the United States, the Typhoon class is nearly twice the size of the latter, but the nuclear sub-projection capability is roughly the same. Equipped with 20 missiles, launch tubes, loaded with SSN-20 ballistic missiles, the range reaches 8,300 kilometers, allowing the Typhoon class to strike any target in the same hemisphere as it. One more thing I want to note about the submarine. In fact, I'm going to show you this. So, the sub, let's go with this. I just know this because I'm super interested in these submarines. See how it's way thicker than a normal sub? Normally a sub would be like a tube shape. The sub is actually, the way they design it is it's two pressure hulls side by side, and then the missiles sit in the center. So within this ship, if it was a real ship, there'd be two pressure holes side by side, and then the missiles sit in the center, and then there's a center console pressure hull essentially where they have like the bridge and everything, I think. But I know for sure there's two pressure hulls in the center, and that's why it's like the only sub basically that's really wide, thick sort of thing. And Mocsage says thank you all for your, let me scroll down, for your attention. This is the official Mocsage. We look forward to creating more excellent sets for you. Thanks for tuning in, Mocsage. The Kansas Brick says come to Kansas. Yeah, I could do that sometime. I'd love to. Cows Go Moose says Typhoon is so wise it has two inner hulls like a shotgun. Exactly. Although technically you didn't say shotgun, you said something else, but I can't say it because we're on stream right now. And yeah, want to keep it PG for the most part. And then we got and technically Typhoon Class is the North American name for these subs. Really though, the Russian name is Akula Class, if I am correct. That guy, yes. Okay. And then we got... Okay, so those ones are the same size. I gotta count this out here. Okay. Benjamin Sarles says, I shared... I'll read it over here. I gotta remember to read the chat over here. I shared my SS Snap Decision mock with you before, but maybe it was on my Brickout Facebook page. I'm finishing her tonight so that it's ready for the Ultimate Brick Show in Marion, Illinois. That's great. I haven't actually featured anything yet. It's something I want to do eventually in the future. I just feel like the channel needs to grow a little bit bigger first. But absolutely, send me your stuff. I'd love to see it, just to see what other people are building and designing. Inspiration sort of thing, you know? That goes like so. Cowsco Moose says, hey, I'm typing on my phone, but whoopsie, sorry about that. Oh, no, I thought it was funny. I wish I could say it on screen. You know, I'm not sure if Mike Gardner's still in the chat, but like I said, this isn't my first foray into live streaming. I used to run a live comedy show, and there was a lot of inappropriateness in that one. And I don't know how we didn't get kicked off YouTube, but maybe it's because we weren't really big at all, so no one was reporting us. But then I wanted to do this. I wanted to get into Lego, so I got a couple bricks left over. Did I miss a part here somewhere? Bear with me here, guys. Yep, I did. Okay, so these were supposed to go up here. I missed a step. I had leftover parts. I'm like, what are these from? That goes there. And these two go right here. Cool. All right, moving along. So now we got to go to bag 2. Your yacht build is really cool, says Andrew. So I do thank you for that. And you should know, Andrew, that I do plan on releasing a video about that, full features video. And when I have all the parts in for the helicopter, I'm going to do a live stream for the helicopter build. And I was planning in that video to do like basically a helicopter build and Q&A of the ship, where I will use this mobile cam and actually walk around the yacht and answer questions and look at it in real time with you guys, and basically do a Q&A with you about the yacht. But I don't know for sure I'm going to do that. Let me know if you guys have interest in that and if you'd like to see that, because if so, I will absolutely set that up. And yeah, then we could do a helicopter build and do a full live stream kind of about the yacht sort of thing. Where was I? Okay. Good. Mike Gardner, yeah, buddy, I'm here. Thanks for staying tuned in. Andrew says, I read that. Ivan says, I think I just heard a discussion about dreams. I actually want to be an extreme sports enthusiast. I have tried bungee jumping, skydiving, and I'm currently learning rock climbing. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. And also badass. I've always wanted to try skydiving. Jive in the sky. I've always wanted to try skydiving and bungee jumping. I don't know about bungee jumping. I don't know if I'd try bungee jumping. I know myself, I'm pretty clumsy. I would bounce back up and hit myself, you know, hit the bridge or whatever I'm jumping off of. But I would love to try skydiving. And what's the process of doing that job, like becoming a sports enthusiast? Is that likely? Is it unlikely? Is it something you could start a YouTube channel for? Mike Garner says, I think we could get into podcasts discussing different issues, maybe future endeavors. Hey, Mike, if you ever want to go down that road, you know who to talk to. I can set you up. Yeah, we got Cows Go Moo. It doesn't help. I'm also playing PGA Tour or 2K25. I'm a bit distracted. Hey, man, I just appreciate you playing a game while also still contributing to the stream. So thank you very much. That one there. This one here. Oh, man, we're doing pretty good. Okay, these got to go in here. Sorry, I got to actually make it so you guys can see what I'm doing here. All right, we got Ivan. Trust me, it's absolutely thrilling. Oh, you talking about skydiving or bungee jumping? So it's not that I don't think I don't have the balls to try bungee jumping, because I want to try skydiving. It's more just I feel like I'm a clumsy person and I'd mess something up and smash my face into the wall or something, or the bridge, like I said. You know, I don't know. You tell me. LETBRICKS says happy building everyone. Team LETBRICKS and LETBRICKS Club says happy building everyone. Team LETBRICKS. All right, good to know. Okay. I'm pretty pumped that they actually tuned in because I think they're on a different time schedule. So these guys go here. I just want to make sure I'm placing this properly. That. Good. Good. Oh dear. Oh, wait. Did I miss something up? I think I did. Oh, yeah, I messed something up. Hold on. This is actually supposed to be like this. Bear with me here, people. I made a little mistakey. Put the wrong piece in the wrong spot. Oh dear, this is not good. Come on, that's in an awkward spot to get that piece. All right, get going in there deep. Yep. Just fixing my mistake. Okay. Okay, good. And then that goes right there like so. Yeah. There we go. And where's that little green piece? Where'd it go? Uh-oh. Oh. It's attached to the brick separator. Oh man. That's embarrassing. All right, now we're back in business. So see, models like this, it's one of those things where if you make that one little mistake and you miss it, and then you like get, like 100 steps later in the build, you're like, oh my God, you have to take the whole thing apart. So I'm trying to make sure I don't make any of those tiny little mistakes, Okay. As usual, most of my models, I should say my designs, have a full Technic frame to make them nice and strong. This one's no different. And yeah, so far it's solid. Whip this thing around. All right, what do we got? Oh wow, lots of chat I got to catch up on here. Okay, let me let's see here. Andrew, it would be really cool to build in front the front of the Titanic section minifigure scale. Then Jack and Rose could be on the front. That would be also cool. Dan Harvey says, skydiving's a blast. I've jumped out above the airplanes and helicopters. Helicopters are terrifying the first time. Wow, you jumped out of a helicopter? That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to go in a helicopter, never been in one. Ivan, everyone likes different things. I understand that our common hobby may be building Lego. Absolutely. Well, I just think it's badass, the stuff you want to do. LETBRICKS Club's laughing. Dan Harvey. Ivan, I think you may be right. Ivan, Dan, great experience. LETBRICKS Club, the submarine was a beast of a sub, blah, 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 what else? Nuclear powered. Okay, we got that one. Sorry, we did say that earlier. That'll blow my nose again. Just got to do a little... Sorry that you guys have to see me clearing out my nose. I just got I got the sickness, unfortunately. All right, now we're going to put some of these pieces in. These ones are tough. That one. Here. Good. Dan Harvey says, LETBRICKS, thank you for being so amazing and mass producing this model for consumers. Mr. J's design is amazing and has a distributor, so are you. Oh, thanks, man. And yes, thank you, LETBRICKS and Mocsage, for making it happen. And thanks, Dan Harvey, for the kind words. I appreciate that, man. These pieces are a little tricky to get in. Do I have everything lined up properly? Good. Here's the next one. So these are just those little 3-pin pieces, like they're three studs long. Gotta make sure they're lined up perfectly. Good. This one. How many do I need? 10 altogether? Do you guys want this scene, or do you want me to go back to, you know, maybe we'll switch to this one for a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Hope you guys don't mind me changing it up every once in a while. Good. And then we got to do 2 more. Okay. Uh-oh. Move this piece. Good. Good. And oh, we got some more comments here. LETBRICKS Club says, thank you, Dan. Dan Harvey says, I was in the Army's 16th SOAR. SOAR. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not really familiar with their lingo, and I do apologize for that. And if you want to let me know what that means, that'd be awesome. And he says, I have both fixed and flown and jumped out of Blackhawks. I've also written in Chinooks and Super Steins. Wow, that is crazy, man. And also badass and way cooler than anything I've ever done. My job involves me sitting at a desk. Jamie says, heading off. Good to see you, bud. Great content. Oh, and sorry, I forgot to answer my own question from earlier. Jamie did confirm that he was the Jamie childhood friend that I haven't seen in a while. I'll talk to in a while. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you checking out the stream. And have a good time, man. Hope to talk to you soon. And Cows Go Moose says, must be thinking of all that room on that door, and eyes got a little moist. Yes. I don't know how to respond to that. Oh, okay. Sorry, I gotta focus on getting these parts in. We're rocking still, like 20 viewers. This is great. This is good. Oh, sorry, bear with me here. That piece there. So I don't think. See, I use these 3 pins, these 3 long pins a lot. It's these guys right here. They're really good for securing stuff together, but even like I use a bunch of the Mega Yacht, they are a pain to get in sometimes. I think the next models I design, I'm going to do something different. It's not lined up properly. Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh, maybe I should line it up properly next time. All right, so let us go to the next scene. Okay. And we're doing, I think we're building the tail now. We're gonna go back to this guy. Cows Go Moo says, must be thinking, I already read that. Proper response is French girls. Sign me up. Dan Harvey says, if you've ever seen Saving Private or Black Hawk Down, that's the unit that sent the helicopters in those movies. Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, man. This cold is kicking my butt. Okay. Good. I'm pretty sure we're building the, basically the stern bottom section now. Stern bottom section. Yes. I'll do that so you can see. And Dan Harvey, yeah. I gotta watch Black Hawk Down. I haven't seen that movie in forever. It's pretty good if I remember correctly. This guy here. Actually, you know what? We should discuss another question here. All right, so we talked about your dream job. Question for everybody. What is your favorite hobby? So outside of Lego, do you guys have any other hobbies? And if so, what is your favorite hobby? LETBRICKS here says, welcome to join our military group. If you're interested, you can share your military models with us. Oh, nice. LETBRICKS Mock Builders Club. Yeah, actually, LETBRICKS and Mocsage, they have a ton of military mocks, which is nice because Lego won't do the military stuff. And I understand why Lego won't, but it's good that we actually have brands out there doing them. Okay, that's there. That's good. good. Here. Okay. Man, they're really good with the parts too. Haven't had a missing part yet. And so that goes there. Oh, perfect. And like they're right on the money in terms of quality and parts usage. Like there's not a ton of extra parts either, which is great. Benjamin Sarles says, flight simulation is my other hobby. Oh, nice. Do you like, is it just like on a PC, or do you have like the full VR experience where you're basically flying the plane with like a joystick and stuff? I've always wanted to try that. Okay, so now we're gonna go here. Oh, no, I gotta leave it like that. That's gonna go here. Oh, that's sweet. Look at that. That's cool. That's pretty sweet. I mean, I know technically I've already built this model before, but it's cool building it from a different brand, but like seeing how it's your design. It's pretty cool. Dan Harvey says, truthfully, this explains my fixation on helicopters. That is true. You do like helicopters, Dan. That is definitely for sure. But I hear you, man. Helicopters are sweet. I'm actually really excited to build the Mr. J Builds one. Uh-oh. Lost a piece. Oh, it's just a little green guy. I'm really excited to build the Mr. J Builds helicopter for the Mega Yacht. Simply because it's a smaller model. I haven't done a model that small before. And I don't actually know if it's going to work out. I think it should, though. You never know. So I'm not going to lie. I'll tell you the truth, guys. Whenever I do my own models for the first time on stream, which is, I don't do it that often, I'm always super nervous. Like thinking like, oh man, is this going to build, like, is it going to hold together? Like, what if it needs a major change? And then I'm on stream and there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? So that's going to go here. Okay. And then we're going to go like so. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I just want to show you this little design here. Not sure if you guys care, but just little things I like to do in some of my designs. So put that so the chat's not in the way. So if you see this piece here, it's actually attached with these clips to kind of give it that angle. And then on top, I use these little Technic pieces with just a bar between them to kind of lock it in there. So I don't know if you guys are interested in that type of stuff, but I like kind of showing you guys the techniques I use to do some of the builds and attach things together, because I like things to be secure. Maybe it could give you guys some inspiration for some of your own stuff. Okay, we're doing another sub-assembly now. I can hear my wife doing laundry in the other room. Hi, wife. She's ignoring me. Can't fault her for that, though. Okay, good. Hello? You want... Hey, what's up? You want to come say hi on stream? Just come say hi, come on. Okay, she's not going to say hi. Maybe we'll get her in the next one. You guys got to put some stuff in chat. Tell her to come say hi.
I'm not checking the chat, so
I know. That's true. She's like, I'm not checking the chat, so it doesn't matter. Okay, fair enough. Okay, bye. Love you.
Love you.
See ya. All right. Where are we at here? Oh yeah. All right. Catching up with chat. Oh, I got a lot to catch up here. Blah, 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 blah. Benjamin Cyrus says, I use 3 monitors and HOTSA stick with rubber pedals. I haven't used VR yet. Okay, still, that's pretty cool. 3 monitors, so you're like fully engulfed. GIGJYE Harris says, 2 weeks ago, your yacht build came up. I recommended. I've been binge watching your content since. Love your stuff, man. Very talented. Thank you. Appreciate that. Also appreciate you checking out the stream, tuning in, leaving comments, joining us for the fun. Benjamin Charles says, don't know if I would like that on my face for hours. Oh, the VR headset. I thought you meant something else. So I have a VR headset, and I use it quite often. Not actually that often recently, but I used to use it a lot before I got into the Lego stuff. But I really enjoyed it. It's pretty cool. Dan Harvey, you had to rule out Lego. My second biggest hobby would absolutely have to be cars and LETBRICKS. I've seen some of your military mocks posted on your website. Fantastic. And yes, I know you're a big fan of cars. That's pretty sweet. Brick Shift says, hi, welcome to the channel. Sounds like you're another Lego or brick building person. Thank you for checking out the videos and checking out the live stream. Andrew says he submitted on Lego ideas. LETBRICKS says, hi, you there. And Cows Go Moose says, Lego kit idea, wife doing laundry, including spinning washer and dryer drums and opening doors. Lego kit idea. Oh, make a Lego kit of that? I mean, I suppose you could. Oh, it's a family-oriented kit, honey. We gotta buy it. You know, I did think about doing like a house at some point, or a mansion. You know, I feel like I could make a pretty sweet mansion. I feel like there's probably already a bunch of people doing that. That's the one nice thing about the yachts, is that there's not a ton of people doing yachts, you know what I mean? Okay, so I gotta concentrate on this section. Mocsage does a sweet smiley face. LETBRICKS says, what scale of military models do you like best? Ooh, great question. So Dan Harvey, that might be for you and for anyone else out there. For military mocks, what do you want the scale to be? Okay, what's going on here? Okay, I see here. Good. Let's just go up here. Okay. Let's go like so. Sorry, bear with me here, people. Oh. It's gotta go like that. Did I mess? Oh, that's why. Because I'm an idiot again. Okay. There, now we are in business. I need this piece here. It's gonna go like so. Good. Like this. Like I said, sometimes I gotta walk myself through the build process to make sure I'm doing it properly. Okay, that's all good now. Good. So now we're gonna do these guys. Turn that around like so. All right, let me catch up here on chat. We got Dan Harvey's Mr. J's wife. Come say hi. Don't leave him hanging. I just think she doesn't want to come on camera. She's kind of camera shy, which can't fault her for that. Like I said, she lets me. I shouldn't say she lets me, but she has no issues with me doing my passions in the basement of Lego, so can't really complain. She said hi. We got that going for us. Okay, now these guys. Eventually, though, I'll get her on a video at some point. Get her on a stream. Got my kids on some of the videos, which is good. They're super happy about it. They like the big boat, that's for sure. Like this. Okay, good. Here. And we got some more questions. And of course, I'm going to switch to this scene for 1 minute here while I actually we'll go with this one while I blow my nose again. I really do apologize for that, everyone. I'm sure you don't want to see me keep, putting Kleenex up to my nose. I didn't think my nose would be running this much, but I got the colds and stuff, so hope you don't mind. Where are we? So this is gonna go like this. Back up here. Okay. Boom. All right, let's catch up here. So, Cans and Bricks says 135 is the superior scale. Okay, noted. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. I should do models of that scale, at least some of them. Andrew says those Chinook helicopters are really loud and they shake the windows. Brick Shift says, do you buy your bricks? And if you do, how do you afford them? I've been watching your Mega Yacht videos and you said there's like 40,000 parts, and if you order that, must cost a lot. Yes, it did cost a lot. So I talked about this a little bit earlier. What I did was essentially, so when I started designing the Mega Yacht, I knew it was going to be massive and take a lot of bricks and pieces. So I actually bought a bunch of bulk lots, like in the first couple months of design, and I took a couple weeks to sort those. Hated doing that. Already talked about it a little bit, but it was absolutely necessary. And then I also already had some of my own parts. I also took apart my first mega yacht, which was 16,000 pieces. And the combination of those bulk lots, the parts for my first mega yacht, and what I already had, it basically, hold on a sec here. It let me get about half the parts already. So there was 47,000 parts. And out of that, I had about probably 24,000. So then for the rest of the parts, I had to order them from Bricklink. And yes, it cost a lot of money. Just for the other half was multiple thousands. Can't tell you the exact numbers yet because I haven't done the math yet. But I probably will do that at some point because lots of people are asking what the numbers are. But anyways, to afford that, while I was designing the yacht, I also did a lot of side jobs. By side jobs, I mean I would build computers for people. I did a couple website jobs where I built some websites for people. And I also did, obviously, the sales from Les DIY stuff and LETBRICKS and instructions. The combination of all that was able to let me afford the other half of the mega yacht. So it was basically months and months of side jobs and design and sorting and organizing, and it's a lot of work. But it paid off. So, but it's not like I had a bunch of extra money laying around to just go buy parts. I had to do a lot of extra work to do it. But I wanted to, you know, and how many people can say they have a model like that? You know, like, look at that thing. You know, zoom in on it for you. That's supposed to be my magnum opus model, you know, 6 feet long, 47,000 parts. Like if I go bigger than that, it's because I'm working with someone to make something bigger. As far as my own designs, it's probably the biggest I'll ever go. But you never know what the future will hold. So to answer your question, I know that was a really long-winded way of saying the same way you do, man. I just ordered the parts from Bricklink and I had to do a lot of side jobs to afford it. And yeah, it took a long time. But again, it was worth it for me. I'm happy. So, okay. I hope that answers your question. Happy to answer more if you got questions. Where were we at? We got Dan Harvey says, in my opinion, military mocks have to be mini figure scale, I think he means. Dan Harvey says you almost can't get the detail right if it's not. Minifig scale makes that a bit easier. I could agree with that a little bit for sure. I think so. It's double-edged sword at least for my own designs. Minifig scale can get tricky if you're trying to make the whole model minifig scale because you also have to consider structural integrity, which can really eat up space for details. But then Dan's also right. If you do the smaller models, you don't have a lot of space to put details in. So I have 50-50, I'd say, on that one. LETBRICKS says, thanks, Dan. Military is the most popular category on our website. Hence why I'd like to probably try and do an Arleigh Burke class destroyer at some point. Cows Go Moose says, B-36 Peacemaker and minifig scale wingspan alone as big as Mega Yacht. Yeah, that's huge. That's 6 feet. LETBRICKS Club. Our mocks are provided by the original mock designers and authorized to us for sale. Many people like the 1/35 scale because it's the best fit for minifigures. It makes sense. Checks out. Mike Garner says, can we create a Lego Corvette? I actually think there's already a Lego Corvette set, Mike. Although it's really expensive, probably. Where am I here? Okay, good. And what else? Okay, I think I got caught up in chat. You know what? I'll say this much. The next yacht I do, because I'll probably do more yachts, I would like to try and do one that's not minifig scale, like another mini scale one, but I want to do like a big one, like maybe like a 4 foot, you know, I'll use an example yacht, like Nord's a pretty popular yacht. Be cool to do like a 4 foot, you know, mini scale version of that or something. Just got to find someone who's willing to work with me. Okay, that guy there. Brickshift says, I've done only one Bricklink order and it was on YL Builder 724 Honda Civic. Just ordered some slopes and wheels. Oh, I see. That was what you were building. Yeah, I bet it was expensive. Bricklink can be expensive, and that's, you know, that's not the fault of the builder or the sellers or anything. It's just the nature of the beast. The pieces themselves are expensive, and then shipping adds a lot more money too. It's an expensive hobby. There's no doubt. Cows Go Moose says there is 60 to 62 body style. Andrew says Brickmania does military Lego sets, but they're expensive stuff. Yeah. Again, this is why, like I was saying, LETBRICKS, Les DIY, Mocsage, you know, they're a good alternative, much more affordable, and pretty good quality. Very good quality. I'm not just saying that because they're in the chat too. If I didn't support them or think they were legit, I wouldn't work with them. Like I said, I was hesitant at first, but so far so good. Very happy, very pleased. Where am I here? Okay, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Good. Yeah. Where are we at here? I have it in TikTok. It says Jamie left the chat, and then another person named Jamie joined. It's just the same Jamie on a different profile or something. Is that it? Can I get all that? Okay, this is gonna be cool, I think. I'm gonna switch to this camera. See that? Oh man, I gotta work on this camera a little bit actually. Put it back there maybe so you can see. Okay, so that's gonna go. Look at this fit. Oh, that's sweet. Come on, that's pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. Pretty happy with that. It's cool. I like it. Oh, I like it. All right. LETBRICKS says, thank you, Mr. J. Builds. Our honor to collab with you. Hey, right back at you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you sending this over. And the Kansas Bricks says, honestly, Brickmania produces very good designs. Dan Harvey says, Jeff, you have to try a twin hull catamaran. I absolutely want to. Doing a catamaran is actually on my list at some point of models I want to do. Let's go here. I would want to do a minifig scale one too. Make it pretty big. You know, I was thinking like, you know, if I did a catamaran, maybe like a big one like that, you know, fully minifig scale. I actually think it would probably be around 10,000 parts, 15,000 parts maybe. Sorry, go to that one. I'm sorry you guys have to keep hearing me snivel. I know it's probably not great. Sniffle? Snivel? Sniffle? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, good. And then LETBRICKS Club says, pretty cool. Benjamin Sarles says, my next dream ship build is the Mark V1 patrol boat. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't know these boats by name. Just by the name, I'd have to look it up, like I said. Okay, so there's that. So, good. I'm gonna turn it over. Everyone's still good with this overhead scene? Yeah, seems to be the popular one. I'm gonna have to get a good overhead cam. Last stream I did, the overhead cam wasn't a popular thing that people wanted, so, you know. Go to that one. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Because, you know, we got some more snot to deal with. It's great. It's great. Okay, Brickshift says, are you building a custom build? Kind of technically. So I'm actually building a set from LETBRICKS that they sent over. LETBRICKS and Mocsage collab to make this as a kit that they mass produced. They made about 1,000 of them. But the kit itself is based off of my design. Like basically identical, and I'll show you. So I know some people have already seen it in the chat already, but this is it right here. This is what we're building. So this is the Lego Typhoon sub that I designed about a year ago, and LETBRICKS has decided to mass produce it as a set, and they sent me one over, and I have the privilege of building it with you guys live on stream, and then eventually I'll do a review video and everything. So that's what we're building today. Yeah, get that over here. Here we go. Back to that guy, and what do we got? LETBRICKS says 2,895 pieces of the submarine. Yes, that is the piece count. I should have said that at the beginning. Kansas Brick says the Brickmania has really gone down the train with designs. Brick Veteran is a hit or miss, and plain bricks will get you an almost perfect design 70% of the time. It works perfectly 70% of the time. Dan Harvey, Jeff, look up Ad Astra or Galaxy of Happiness. Send me a message to remind me to look that up. Oh, it's a twin hull yachts. Okay, I'll check it out. Cows do go moose. So speaking of wives, mine is trying to get me to do the YOLO Hottest Chip Challenge. Oh, YOLO Hottest Chip Challenge. Props to you if you can do that, man. I feel like my head would explode if I tried to do something like that. And if you do it, though, take a video, send it. Might be funny. Andrew says, I have digital instruction build of a Blue Angels F-18 from Plain Bricks. Nice. Is it like a model, or they just sent you only the instructions, or what's the story behind that? I need to know more. Okay, so now we're going to do this. Okay, and we're going to go here and here. Put these headlight bricks on. Good. Yes, yes. Excellent. Excellent. I'm just talking to myself. Don't mind me. Okay. Dan, I really do want to do a catamaran. You know, actually, before I started designing the mega yacht, like a year ago, I was originally going to do a catamaran next. But then I was like, I just had this inspiration for the mega yacht. It all started with the bottom hull and doing the propellers. That's where it all started, and then it just kept building from there for the mega yacht. But now I want to break for the mega yacht. I'm going to do something different next, hopefully. We'll see. I say that, but you never know what's going to happen. Really, I'll be honest with you guys. It really depends. If I can find a yacht company or someone to work with, I'm probably going to do one of their ships or whatever they want. But we'll see. Only time will tell. Good. Okay, now these guys right here. Yep. Andrew says, I just bought the instructions and sticker sheet, which is $35. Okay. And then you got to source the parts yourself. Ooh, Clutch Creations. Welcome. Love your stuff, Clutch Creations. I think you can build bigger. Time for the super mega yacht. So don't tempt me. Because I would. If I had the budget and the time, I would absolutely build bigger. The biggest problem is just time. Like the first mega yacht, this is the first one from 2 years ago. It took like 6 months to design and build. The second one, which is the one you know, that most of you have probably seen and kind of followed the channel from, that one has been almost a year. By the time I'm all wrapped up with it, it'll have been a year. So yeah, it's been takes up a lot of time. So I kind of need to do some projects that aren't so time stricken, you know, or time take up a lot of time, I guess you could say. Okay, so this is gonna go here. There, come on, get in there. Gonna put this in first. That's a little tight. I will admit, this clutch right here is a little tight. Come on, get in there. Bear with me here, people. Here's what we're gonna do. Come on. There we go. What was I talking about? Andrew says, I picked up pieces from my collection, then bought the rest of the pieces from Berkeley. Oh, right. You were saying that earlier. That's right. Fix that. Good. Back in business. Here we go. Yes. How many pieces altogether was it? And then Clutch Creation says, but my Catalina needs to scale ship to pull up. Oh, needs a 2 scale. Wait, but my Catalina needs a 2 scale ship to pull up to. Did I say that right? All right. Okay. Good. There's that guy. Oh, I see. So these must be for the stickers. Oh no, that's an actual. Check this out. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys another cool brick here. Right here. You guys see that? See that slope? That 2x4 slope? There's like little indents on it. See them? Right there? I saw it on the instructions. Like, what's that? That's cool. It's a little feature. I wonder if they're all like that. Just cool. It's just cool to me seeing like the little differences between the different manufacturers and everything. Clutch Creation says, sorry for my lack of punctuation. I'm sorry for not being able to speak. It's a problem I have quite often, to be honest with you. Okay, so now we're gonna turn this around. And we're gonna go here. Yep. There. Good. Knees here. Excellente. Along. This is gonna go here. Oh, we're done this bag. Heck yeah. Good. Man, I'm very impressed with the views tonight. We've consistently stayed between like 20 and 25 viewers, which I know doesn't sound crazy, but that's actually quite a bit for me. The chat's been kicking it all night. It's great. Ivan says, just want to see the Typhoon I put together. Haha, I'm waiting for your finished project or for your finished product. Benjamin Sarles says, have a good night, bud. My dog is telling me it's time to go to bed. Hey, Benjamin, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. You have a good sleep, and I hope you and your dog get some rest. I'm going to keep building this sub. Just so you know, I forgot to mention for anyone that's taking off, this stream is going to continue tomorrow night. What's going to happen is I'm probably going to do about another 20 minutes tonight, end the stream, and then I'm going to build a little bit more. The truth is I don't build as fast when I'm talking. I can get quite a bit done, and then tomorrow the goal is to finish the sub live on stream. So there will be another stream tomorrow night for anyone who wants to be around for the finished product. So don't feel like you got to stick around if you got to go to bed like Benjamin does. Anyways, Benjamin, peace out. Have a good night. Dan Harvey says, reminder message sent. Thank you for that, good sir. I appreciate it. And oh, did I open up the wrong bag? Oh, I did. I opened up 6 instead of 5. It's all right. We'll be fine. It's fine. Okay. That's better. See down there. And where are we at? Oh, okay. We need this guy and this guy. Yep, there. Mike Gardner says, how can I sponsor the stream? That's a good question, Mike. I haven't really looked into doing that stuff yet. I didn't know if I had the clout to do that yet. I do believe I have stars enabled for Facebook and super chats for YouTube, but I haven't really messed around with that stuff. I don't think anyone's donated anything yet, and I don't expect that from anyone. If people want to do that, that's fine, but that's not what this is about. I just appreciate you guys tuning in and, checking out the stream and, supporting me that way and helping me with content, leaving comments. It's fantastic. I appreciate it, you guys. So let's do that. But yes, Dan, if you did want to send stars or something, you can do that. I've enabled it, but I don't have like a goal or anything for the stream. If that's something you want me to look into a little bit on here. Okay, so I got to look into it. I got to figure out how to enable stars so people can donate if they want to. I just didn't know if I should do that yet, sort of thing. But I appreciate you wanting to do that. Thank you. You know what? We'll talk a little bit more. I got your message. I got your contact info. Okay, what do we build next? If it's any consolation too, Mike, and that goes for anyone in the chat, any money currently that I get from sales, instruction sales, or Let's DIY, or selling kits, or YouTube ad revenue, or donations if they happen, it's all going right back into Mr. J Builds. Hold on a sec. Let me just make sure I'm on the right spot here. Okay, that's like that. Like I said, I'm trying to grow this. I want to, right now we're at 7,400 subs. I want to get to 10,000 subs in the next couple months. Any money I get is going right back into the channel. I'm hoping to grow this. Right now it's just a little passion project. I do work full time, but I'm hoping to grow this and make it bigger and, hopefully make it pretty successful. We'll see what happens. You never know. Okay. This guy. Okay, I got another cool piece to show you guys. Hold on a sec. Check this out. So, I actually really like this. Can I show you this right here? Oh, is it gonna focus? Yeah, okay. See that? That is a 1x1 brick with a stud on the side, but it's only 2 plates high instead of 3. So it's actually similar to the Lego version, which is the exact same, but the Lego version's rounded on the back. Now, that being said, I really like this version. I like both versions. The rounded one's good because you can move it on angles, but this one would be good for the outside of models so you have a flush surface. So just pretty cool. I like showing off the little changes and differences. Mike Gardner's just talking about stars some more. Oh, you know what? Oh, Ivan says goodnight as well. It's 9:55 Beijing time in China. Ivan's coming from China. Nice. Let's ask another question here. Okay, we got another relatively simple one here. What is your favorite season? So basically, time of the year. What's your favorite time of the year? Favorite season? For me, I hate to be generic. It's going to be summer. I don't. Oh no, that's not true. I love summer, but I think I like fall more. Simply because I like Halloween's like my favorite kind of holiday time of year. Not that I'm really into spooky stuff, but I do like Halloween a lot. So I'm going to say fall because it's not winter, because I do not like winter. And also I'm kind of a bigger dude. You know, I'm Irish, so I'm kind of like, I can get sweaty, you know what I'm saying? And I'm also a little bit bigger. So in the summer when it's hot, I'm a sweater. And the fall, though, is my kind of temperature, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I'm going to say for me, it's the fall. I'd be interested to know what your favorite season is. Okay, so that's good there. We got to do this guy and this guy. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Oh, dear. Okay. Bending over sucks. LETBRICKS says, I like winter. Wow, interesting. Where you guys are from, is there a lot of snow in the winter? Because I know down here in the winter it snows out. You got to deal with shoveling snow and your car getting the salt on the roads, and your car gets all crappy and dirty and rusted and stuff. And I just don't like it. Not fun. You got to close down your backyard and, basically, if you have a pool, you got to close it. You got to tear down your gazebo. You can't use a backyard anymore. Then you got to set it all up again in the spring. So, yeah, it's a big pass for me. I'm not bashing you if you like winter. I just don't like winter personally. But I think it's because of where I'm located. So I'd be interested to know if it's different where you're at. And what do we say? Kansas Brick says, winter, no mowing, no raking, no city shenanigans, beautiful scenery. Okay, that's a fair point. Never thought of it that way. Yeah, no raking. You know, shoveling snow, though, kind of sucks, you know. Dan Harvey says, oops, been there, done that. I'm not sure what he's referring to, maybe. Mike Garner says, fall as well here, also a sweat guy. Yeah, Mike, me too, man. I'm a sweater. There's no denying that I am definitely a sweater. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I messed something up here. Oh, I did. Bear with me here. Okay. So that's like so. This is gonna go here. Yes. Good. Okay. Mike Garner falls well. Yep. I'm a sweater, man. 100%. It's definitely something in my genes. Like, basically, if I'm outside and I'm cutting the grass, my body's like, oh yes, it is moderately hot out and you're slightly moving. Let us turn on all the sweat reserves and make you soaked. Super convenient. 100%. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. So fall for me too. LETBRICKS says our winter has no snow. Okay, that makes sense. They have no snow, so it's probably cooler, but not too cold. Fetch Creation says, I'm in South Carolina. You should winter here. What's it like down there in wintertime for South Carolina? Dan Harvey, LETBRICKS. I'm jealous. We had lots of snow. Yeah, same with us. Cans and Bricks says, it's easy to warm up, but it's not easy to cool down in the heat. Also a fair point. Fetch Creation says, we don't even sell snow shovels. Wow. Jealous. Cans and Bricks says, the best thing is Kansas gets the extreme of every season. Mike Gardner says, winters are okay if you prep for it and are prepared. And then LETBRICKS says, smooth parts. All good points. And I just gotta, this part's a little tricky, so I want to make sure I'm concentrating on it. Okay, so, oh, did I mess something up here? I think I did. Hold on, guys. Okay, so that's that. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. I forgot a part here. Oh man, this part's a little tricky. And I keep talking, so messes me up. Okay, so that's going there. So this one goes here. Excellent. Excellent. That goes there. Okay, we're back in business now. We're good. And then we're gonna do 4 of these little guys. Andrew says, yes, I am the same way. Do you mean like your sweater? Not that I'm judging. I am too, brother. Good. Good and good. And good. So it is 10:04. I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream here in just a little bit, just letting you guys know. Like I said, I'm gonna build a little bit more off screen. Just to kind of get ahead, and we'll definitely wrap this up tomorrow. But I do have a couple more questions, so I got 1 or 2 more questions for you that I want to ask now that we've covered your favorite season. Clutch Creation says, Andrew says, I mow and I'm soaking sweat. Ivan, who I thought was leaving, who stuck around, says, I am currently in Shenzhen, where summer lasts for almost 9 months a year. Love and hate. I could see both sides of that coin. And also, very cool location that you're coming in from. Dan Harvey, the last bit is true as F. We get the hottest summers coming, the coolest winters, the most snow, or the least snow. Kansas City has been flooding recently. Yeah, it's a lot of extremes, man. And Clutch Creations, I vote for a Fifth Element style space yacht. Oh, dude, that'd be sweet. I thought about doing a space yacht at one point, and I might still do it. That'd be really cool, to be honest with you. Oh, so this one actually has to go this way. Oh man, I'm losing it here. That's like that. This is like that. That's gonna go here. Sorry, I feel like I really got to concentrate on this part. That goes over here like so. And Clutch Creation, or Cow Goes Moo. Okay, that YOLO hot chip ain't nothing. Okay, good to know. Did you take a video? Actually, I guess if you didn't freak out, it's not worth the video. Okay. Here we go. Would you rather own your own boat or your own plane? If you could choose, you get a boat or a plane. Obviously, myself, I'm going to go with a boat because I like boats. And if you can't tell, I'm a fan of boats because a lot of my models are based on boats. So, good. So, yes. Oh, nice. And this... Oh, my wife has joined the chat. Haha, welcome. What's up, babe? How you doing? Jessica O'Rourke. She says that she seconds the Fifth Element design. And well, now that she's spoken, I have to do it. Looks like I'm doing a Fifth Element yacht at some point. I actually think that'd be really cool to do. Fifth Element's one of my favorite movies. And I don't know if you guys have ever watched a show called The Expanse. Fantastic show. But in that show, there's actually, I think it's season 2, there's a space yacht in it that looks really cool. I've also seen some designs that other people have done, and I think I could make a really cool Lego space yacht. The question is, though, do I make it minifig scale or not? All right, so Kansas Brick says, Misery or Kansas side, plane. Oh, he picked a plane. Safest form of travel, too. That's a fair point. Cows Go Moo says, my wife did. She's mad I had no reaction. The package ship was instant deep. I don't know what that means, man. I might be saying it wrong or misreading it. Mike Garner says, want to own my own little island. Okay, that's fair. What are you gonna do on the island, Mike? Huh? What you doing on the island? Can I come visit your island? Dude, we'll start a business. You know I'll support you. Oh, forgot a piece here. This guy. Clutch Creation says, as your question, I prefer a flying boat. Catalina theme comments tonight. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Are those even still really popular nowadays? Like the boats that can actually, also land on water and whatnot. Okay, so that's gonna go like what? What did I miss here? Okay, I see. Oh, I see. Okay, good. That just goes like this. Okay. And then we got, I like Cow Goes Moose says, I like boats and planes, can't choose. The Kansas Brick, our weather. I'm Dan Harvey. Cows go moo. Just got to do a little stock clearing here. Don't mind me, because you know we got the sickness. Real fun times, you know what I'm saying? I love the Fifth Element movie. I know, fantastic movie. One of my favorite movies. Lilu Dallas Multipass. Dan Harvey, I would love to see that yacht. Mike Gardner, sure, we can start our own version of Survivor. All right. I'm in. Sign me up. Wow. This part looks a little interesting. So this looks like it's going to involve some concentration for these steps. So that being said, I think this is probably where we're going to end the stream tonight. It is like 10 after 10. So we've already been going for, 2.5 hours. Finished up a couple of these questions here, answers. Dan, it's the worst around Wichita. And Cow Goes Moose says, yes, they are still popular. Icon A-5. So, well, you know what? This is great. Gonna end the stream here shortly, but we stuck it around 22 to 25 viewers consistently. That's great for me. I know it's not crazy numbers, but for me, this is awesome. This is as far as we got. We're getting there. I promise tomorrow night, if anyone tunes in for the remainder of the build, this is going to be a lot further along. Probably going to spend maybe another hour building as much as I can, and then we'll hopefully finish the build tomorrow night. So yeah, I am going to keep going here after I end the stream for a little bit. That being said, I do want to thank everyone for tuning in to the stream tonight. You guys have been awesome. Chat's been pumping, super busy in chat. It's great. You guys showing the support and leaving the comments and participating in chat means the world to me. And I'm really happy with how things are going with the channel and this live stream in general. I want to thank LETBRICKS and Mocsage for setting this up and making it happen. Like I said, I promise tomorrow there will be more stream. Hopefully we'll finish this thing in that stream. We can take a look at it. So far, so good. This thing's solid though. Whip it around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sorry, I'm an idiot. So that's going to be it for tonight. Thanks again. I'm going to be peacing out here. Mike Garner says, nice seeing you, bud. LETBRICKS says, thank you. LETBRICKS, make sure you tune in tomorrow if you can, because maybe we'll see this thing fully completed. Glitch Creations, I think your wife should read the comments tomorrow night. Haha. Maybe she will. I don't know. I mean, she'll be able to do that. So, she might even still be in the comments right now. So, if you're watching, wife, let me know if you want some popcorn, because I can pop some, and then I could hook you up with half, and then I'll eat half while I build some more. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. The Cans and Bricks says, have a good night. Jessica Rourke says, oh, she is in chat. She says, haha, I'll attempt to tune in when I can. Thank you, honey. Appreciate that. LETBRICKS Club says, see you tomorrow. And yeah, that's going to be it for me, everybody. So have a good night. Thanks for tuning in again. I like saying it 7 times for some reason. And LETBRICKS says, good night, everyone. That's it for me. I'm Mr. J, and you have a good day. Peace out.